URL. Well, that makes my tweet that I just did completely.
What'd you do?
I copied the URL just so I could, use it again for when we went live. But now we went live shortly after I tweeted.
Right.
So this is the first time I've ever said we're starting soon, and we didn't start half an hour to an hour after I tweeted that. I lied. We are live.
You are live.
Are now live.
We are now live.
And then I'm going to put hashtag.
We are now live.
Hashtag creatures. Creatures talk. I'm going to put creatures talk. Just to completely throw off any sort of analytics with creature talk hashtags. Like, there's this competing hashtag creatures talk.
Wouldn't want just one hashtag.
Nah, I'm just going to do creature talk. Oh, creature 3D talk. What the fuck is that? It's okay, it's the pre-show. Now, if that happens during the actual show, you will be castrated.
Just puts the phone back away.
You know the rules.
Mountain Dew citrus cherry flavor.
It's pretty good.
Haven't tried this yet.
Gamer Fuel is it's amazing.
It's pretty good.
Gamer Fuel is amazing.
Mitten Dew. I don't get it.
Mobile,
how does
MTN mobile?
MTN. Mobile doesn't start immediately. People do not seem to realize that as time goes on.
How else would Mountain be abbreviated?
MNTN. That's min at least. Minton.
I'd say MOTN.
MOTN?
Yeah.
Mutton.
I like MTN.
Mutton?
MTN's pretty good.
We've talked about this on Creature Talk before, and it's always something that fascinates me. How do you say mountain?
Mountain.
See, but is this because we've talked about it before, or do you actually say mountain?
I didn't talk about this with you guys before.
I'm pretty sure I brought it up to you before.
I say other shit weird.
Yeah.
I say like mount ins, like mountain. I don't.
No, you say mountain.
Yeah, mountain.
You say mountain.
I think you say a lot.
I don't say the T.
Yeah, he says mountain, which is the right way to say it.
Mountain.
The appropriate way, but we say it. We do the
you still know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes,
Mountain?
yeah, mountain. I mean,
I think it's because you actually built it up too. So I might have just subconsciously prepared myself.
I'm almost certain we've talked about it before because I've brought it up at least once or twice on Creature Talk. It's just like the don't forget to breathe thing.
Don't forget what?
Breathing is a both voluntary and involuntary thing, and if you think about it, you will focus on your breath, and you will actually have to physically breathe. I've done this so many times that at this point, I don't have to focus on it.
Or do you, Dan?
You're a dick.
No, I don't. But now everybody in the chat now has to focus on their breathing, and I will get a bunch of fuck you Dans in the chat.
I manually blink in your general direction.
Ooh. Manually blinking, that's another thing. Also voluntary and involuntary. See, I think there was I'm almost certain Spencer named one of the Treetopia episodes "Don't Forget to Breathe" because I had mentioned it during that. It was pretty good.
It's pretty good. What a troll. Good old Spencer. He got everyone good.
Ooh.
Spencer's such a memester.
Spencer's such a meme.
He's
just a walking meme.
He's a little memester. That guy.
A little memester.
He likes to talk about little memes and stuff.
Like a true memester.
Where's my butterfly knife? I should be playing with that again.
No, please no.
Why?
I hope not.
Yeah, nothing like us having an actual conversation in the background. You hear?
Yeah, no, I think I'd rather hear Dex fucking clicking his pistol all day long than listen to
Oh, yeah, Dex walking around like, what's going on in here?
What's up, fellas?
You know what I did to him the first time he was here?
What?
I think it was the first time he was here. He still had that stupid pistol with him everywhere. He just kept clicking it. So I took it and I put it under the couch cushion in the thing. And he kept looking for it. He asked Dan where it was at every day. Yeah. And he's like,
I'm like, I don't fucking know.
No one knew where it was.
Know.
On the last day he was here, I brought it to him, gave it to him. Like, here's your pistol. He's like, oh, it was I was like, it's right under the cushions in there. I got sick of him fucking cocking it all goddamn day.
He's like, loving life.
He's like, he was so obsessed with guns because
L'Oreal, you're worth it.
Did that well. It was amazing.
60 frames. Yes, there is 60 frames if you're watching Source. And if I'm not mistaken, it actually goes on to YouTube 60 frames as well.
Does it?
Probably.
I think so. I have to double check.
Probably. Does it?
I don't have to double check, I will.
I don't know. Creature Talk episode 112. Look at that. 112 episodes of counted Creature Talks. I mean, there were Creature Talks before that.
Yeah, there's plenty before.
Some spin-off ones.
Yeah.
The spin-offs.
The spin-off years. Creature Talk, the spin-off years.
The Ustream years.
The Ustream years.
There's a whole lot.
Ustream, I stream.
We should do a clip show one time and just have like a pre-record, like a pre-edited clip show, and then just like stream that and then just go home. Just like, Simpsons do one every couple years, or at least they used to. We'll just have a clip show.
Sorry for the clip show.
There you go.
Have no fears. We have stories for years. Like Marge becomes a robot.
Did they ever do that?
No. Well, probably at this point. I mean,
That was 30 years ago.
I remember they've announced like synopsises for like new seasons, like episode synopsises. There's synopsi. I don't know.
Synopsi.
And I've read a couple, and I'm like, that's an episode they've done before, just with a different character, and they're now doing it with like, but I don't know.
People were saying that the final episode should loop into the first one, so that way it's like always looping.
Oh yeah, and then if they do create a Simpsons network, which I hope they do one day,
That would be great.
Constantly plays them in order, outside of
That it would
FXX
always loop.
right now.
So the
So
last
it'd be a
episode-
nice big spike, and then I want it to hit like season 20 or 19 or 18, whatever. it is.
Season 73.
And then back to season 1, and 20. or-
How many seasons they got now? Like 20 something.
26, 27.
God damn.
When FXX did the Every Simpsons Ever, I said I'd come back on that next Creature Talk, and I was like, that's the most amazing thing they ever did. And they've taken it where I think 4 out of the 7 days of the week they play primarily Simpsons all day long on FXX.
Yeah, I know. I've seen
There's
it.
no better way to launch a network than to just play
Simpsons
Simpsons
all
all
the
the time. Most of the time, at least.
How much did they pay for that license?
Well, it's Fox, but
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. I forgot.
They
FX.
own it.
They just take out the O and you
I'm
got to
sure
train a new network.
there definitely is licensing and stuff like that, because I would imagine Matt Groening owns.
Yeah, they probably can't just like take it and do
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the fuck they
It'd
want
have
with
to be
it.
an
It
approved
depends
thing.
on what their contract was.
Yes.
I'm sure Matt Groening was like, "You're gonna give me like $100
Didn't they
million
have,
dollars to play this on your shitty new network." Sure.
I thought their original contract said that like Fox couldn't tell them they couldn't do stuff.
Yeah.
Like they have control.
No, yeah,
over
they have like so they can make fun of Fox all they want, which
they do
in the entire
They do.
series.
It's awesome.
Just poking fun at Fox every single time.
Some of the best. I was watching. I just randomly clicked on one. It was the credits, and Homer was like, "Go check out something on NBC," and then he was like, "Oh no, I've been told that Fox is the best network," and then you hear like,
You're a gun cocking.
There was I can't remember what episode it was, but they were making fun of their network awareness, and they were like, "What was that, Foxy? The Fox Network, Foxy?" He has like this little plush toy with a Fox logo on it.
They shit on Fox quite a bit.
It was
It's quite
pretty
nice.
good.
It's quite nice.
Which inadvertently promotes Fox. So it's like
Yeah.
it makes Fox seem cool that they let them do that.
Yeah, when in reality,
when in reality, they have to let them do that by contract.
Fox would be. It wouldn't be dead without The Simpsons, but it wouldn't be where
Be
it
hurting.
is. Because they cancel every show that they ever like
They
show.
do.
like
Family Guy canceled.
Gotham's probably, the
Futurama
most,
canceled.
Gotham's probably the most like successful series they've
That'll be
had
canceled.
in like a long time. But it
Canceled
will get
next week.
canceled.
Next
Yeah,
week.
Gotham is
Did
getting
they
a
do
good
the
rating.
OC too?
No, that was. Yeah, they did. I don't know.
I'll
Yeah, I'm
watch
pretty
it.
sure they did the OC,
Yeah.
which is probably why Ben McKenzie is also in Gotham.
That's why I was
Canceled.
thinking.
Cancel it all.
Yeah. Look at that. So,
Oh yeah, somebody mentioned
someone
the,
did mention that
the
again in the
battle
chat.
scarred brink table. I have a Sharpie right here. I will be
Dan will
restoring
be
the Brink
restoring
logo.
and retouching the Brink logo.
As always,
so-
we're streaming under Brink, and I will be restoring the Brink logo
restoring the Brink
as time goes on
logo.
throughout the show.
Okay, I'm probably gonna go to the bathroom here quick, and then we can get
I
started.
made sure
If
to
you
go
guys-
before we started.
You guys want to
but-
continue in the idle chit chat about
Oh,
Fox
yeah.
networks and
I don't think
all
we got
that
anything
stuff.
else about Fox.
No, I'm pretty sure we're done with the pre-show
Foxed
at this
out.
point. But you can go to the bathroom, and we'll just
Dick around for a while.
So the people on iTunes, we would be starting right now if Jordan
And SoundCloud.
You know what you should do?
We just
Jordan
started up a
wasn't fucking
SoundCloud,
us.
by the way.
Where the f-
Nice.
The SoundCloud, yes, the SoundCloud
Great.
for Creature Talk.
was SoundCloud?
You know what you should do
SoundCloud.
is you should, for iTunes users, because generally this isn't the best. Well, I mean, it is generally off the cuff good shit, but like during the pre-show, we usually do a lot of visual shit, like James and I pulling apart the cat 2 weeks ago and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like nobody on iTunes cared about that. You should start it at the beginning of the show, and then the pre-show would be exclusive to YouTubers and Twitch viewers.
I'll get the new intern on that.
Oh, there you go.
But anyway,
Give
SoundCloud. I've been linking it on all the YouTube videos and stuff. It's a good way for people have been asking me forever. I haven't
Yeah.
really had the time, but just recently I pulled like from episode. I didn't do the entire archive. If you want the archive of episode 1 through 112, you have to go to iTunes. But from 100 on, from now on, I'll be posting it on SoundCloud as well, so you can download it and listen to it on there.
Also, if
Easy.
you want to see the videos of them, they're I think starting from like 80 or something like that. We
No,
started
it's
doing
more
the videos.
like 60 or something.
60?
Like that. It's pretty.
We were
It's,
doing the videos?
it's a good ways back there.
James
Yeah.
is traveling, for all wondering. That's why he's not here right now.
Where'd he go?
Well, somebody just saying he's traveling.
Oh, someone said he's traveling.
Oh, someone
yeah,
said he's
yeah.
traveling?
Yeah.
I didn't know
traveling.
about that.
I didn't know about that either.
He didn't tell
Well, they
anyone.
did in the chat, so it's
He
true.
told the fans
Okay,
before.
I'm gonna-
See, that's what really sucks. How do people know Like
I don't know,
when we're
like-
doing stuff without even us knowing that that's going on.
You know, Seamus, I've been getting I got a request earlier on Twitter saying we should do a Where Seamus, another Where Seamus video,
Yeah.
which doesn't make sense because you're on the hub. Like, you're in stuff on the hub.
I think they were like tagging all of us
know.
just so we could like all do our private investigations.
So you could
into
all
where
have like an
Seamus is.
intervention with me in the room, and then we would do another
That's,
Where
that's
Seamus
really
video.
what it's all about, is us having an intervention with you, and I think
like, where
that's
are you,
why
Seamus?
you're here for this creature talk.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Number 112, the intervention episode.
You know, you have watched a fair bit of intervention, if I
I
am
did-
correct. I mean, a
I've
lot of time.
I've seen seasons 1 through 5. I think about 30 times now. Cycling over
Yeah.
and over. They have a lot of seasons of that show. I did not know that many people were like that bad off.
That
but-
bad off. What happens when you roll around to that episode that has that meme, like the greatest cry ever, or whatever?
Oh man, I feel so bad for that guy.
I've
feel so
never
bad
seen the
for-
actual full episode of that.
I have.
You're one of the few
I
people
have
who
at least
has
30
seen it.
times.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for him. The one that I couldn't feel bad for was the lady that like huffed the computer spray stuff, like
Oh,
the
yeah,
electronic spray.
Walking on sunshine.
It was like, oh shit, Jesus Christ. That was like comically bad.
Yeah.
Somehow.
It's one of those ones where it's like you feel bad to laugh at it because her situation's horrible.
She's in a
but-
really bad spot, but
Yeah.
like I don't know what was going on
Yeah.
at all in that episode. But she got better, supposedly. Supposedly got better.
and somebody made a remix of the Walking on Sunshine actually set to Walking on Sunshine.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That must have sounded terrible.
Ow, walking on sunshine. Like, it's just-
I want to give a shout out to that Tumblr video that was posted about it's the Smash Mouth video where we're all singing Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
It's a compilation. And the reason why is because I feel like that person took a long time to
It
edit
probably
it.
took a while.
They had said in their post that they had worked on a lot of it a while ago and never finished it, and then came back to it and finished it.
It kind of seemed like it from some of the clips, but
Probably
you did
burnt
have some of
themselves
the
out.
recent clips in there too.
Yeah,
But I was-
yeah, that's why I was surprised there was a lot of newer stuff.
Because
in
like
there.
you can cut that stuff, but then like editing the pitch on every single cut to like for the proper note, like that would take a long time.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot of tweaking back
Yeah.
and forth. So
I think it was pretty good. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. It's like the creatures sing Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty funny.
And it has an extra little bonus, like 2-minute long clip at the end too.
Yeah, I don't know what.
That one's pretty. That
What
gets
was
into
going
fan
on?
fiction
I didn't go to that
territory.
Sweden trip because people said no. I obviously died during
It was
that
us
week. but-
doing-
Oh, you died during that?
Yeah, I was dead.
Oh.
That's why I didn't go. You
Well, I'm
didn't
glad you're
wanna
back
announce
now.
it.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you're not dead anymore.
Yeah, no problem.
Be
that
just like when
Transylvanian
James gets
blood
back from his
inside him.
traveling that we don't know about.
Yeah. But it was us trying terrible candy. And so they just slowed it down
remember
to
that.
us going like, oh, and it's like,
But it
like,
looked like you guys like reenacted like another midnight snack video.
yeah, well,
you
yeah, we
know.
did do the forcing the spray down James's face and stuff like that.
The breadstick was stale and hurt because he shoved it right into my mouth.
Oh, that, yeah.
The Seamus gets a midnight
Yeah.
snack. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Midnight
weren't the
Hour.
original.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that. I remember the Seamus sausage
When I think
snack.
of that, I just remember the breadstick being thrusted into my mouth and it hurt because it was really stale.
We
Hard.
should rip that that section of the spoiled candy video and upload that as James gets a midnight snack. It wasn't midnight though.
Yeah, so
unfortunately.
I mean, maybe Kevin can get it. When Kevin comes,
yeah, but
maybe
yeah.
we can force him.
But
some food.
the beauty of them have been so far is they actually do happen around roughly midnight.
Yes.
That was a pretty
I
late
mean,
night when you guys came in.
My experience wasn't painful. Like
Was
I-
yours the s'more thing on your face?
Yeah.
Yours was just a phobia of yours.
mine was just a tick of just anytime sticky stuff gets on my face, like at barbecue sauce, anything. Even it can be even water. Like I have like a mental tick.
Can you take showers just fine?
Oh, I
Or
can take
like-
showers fine because I'm in the mode like, all right, I'm gonna get doused. I can go in a pool. But if I'm nice and dry and my face gets stuff on it, it's just I'm done. I gotta find a towel right.
I don't
this
think
second.
anyone really likes that though. Like, who wants to just be like going about their day and then like their face just has a bunch of.
I'm not saying
sticky
just
shit on
randomly
it?
because that happens, but like I'm not gonna order ribs and get that on my
Oh,
face.
okay.
I, on my fingers too. Because
Well, I don't like to get my face messy, but like I can deal with it. Like my face gets.
you're more of a
fucked
man
up.
than I am. So the s'mores thing was more just sticky stuff, and I just I dealt with it by just sort of
Checking out,
I just
just
mentally
cutting it
I
off.
was done, and I let God take
you
control.
did just go. You did the dead thing.
Jesus took the wheel for you.
Jesus took the
and you were
wheel.
just fine.
Yeah, it was-
Well, praise Jesus.
That's pretty good.
Hey, praise Jesus. Jordan's back.
Hey, Kramer. So what?
It's not a Kramer entrance.
Do you like? Have you ever like eaten cereal and you like dribbled some on your chin off the spoon?
oh yeah, it's
I don't like that. I mean, I have a
feel-
beard now, so I don't know when it happens.
Yeah.
But like, I hate it when
I
I'm
just
bare
feel
skin
dumb
like that.
because, like, you know, I'm eating dinner with my girlfriend or something, and like, if something just drips on my face, I just like freak out, and I'm just ruffling through the paper trying to get a napkin, like wiping my face, and she's just, you know, like, you know, what are you doing right now? Like,
I'm scared.
why are you being a spaz?
I'm scared.
I think, like, I'm thinking, you know what it is like, you know, when like you're a baby and something happens to you, and that just forever, like, you know, you get like this process stuck in your head, like if
What
you were
happened?
like, I don't know, I'm thinking like maybe I was eating baby food or something, and then like it was stuck on my face for a long time, and maybe I was just like neglected
like,
for a
I-
few hours with like baby food on my face.
Like,
till
I figured,
like,
like, that would
till
happen
it's
to a
stuck
lot of
in my
babies,
face.
though. Like, babies are fucking stupid, and they get shit on them all the time.
Yeah,
they shit themselves.
Babies get like shit on their face, and then parents wipe them off. But like, what if you left that shit on the baby? You know, just like fucking baby is not like stopping crying.
Probably
just
like,
The
going,
baby
"Oh."
clearly doesn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the baby likes having the food on its face.
it just
like,
doesn't know any better.
But if it's like stays on there, then the baby might freak out. I'll have to try that with my baby.
Don't give him the same, like,
Perpetual.
See if he turns out like you.
It's a vicious
pass
cycle.
on the
See if
same
he's like-
phobia.
one day he'll be eating cereal and he'll be like, and I'll be like, yes, now I know why you are me.
I'll be back for you in 4
The vicious
hours.
cycle of abuse there. I swear the
man.
Brink logo looks like a dickhead. It looks like a dickhead.
It does. It does look like
just-
it's about ready to penetrate something.
Remember when I think for
It's like
one,
a scabby dick.
one of our rubber
Happy dick.
a scabby dick. One of our Robert Bowling videos, I think for the Brink 2 logo, I made it so
Yeah,
the 2
the
was like
2 and
like
then
the
the-
I, and then I had the Brink logo above it. So or no, somebody had tweeted at me. I think.
Yeah,
You're
a lot of
taking
people
credit
I don't
for
think I.
someone
Yeah, I
else's
don't think
work.
I don't think I was that
Daniel.
clever.
Okay, well,
What the
I'm gonna
plagiarism?
play I'm gonna play
What the fuck, Dan?
Stealing. Stealing.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I don't think the mute's gonna work like it did last time.
last
Yeah, he
time
told us he was gonna mute it, and then he muted it.
Yeah, and we said good thing Aleks wasn't here, or else you would have said something stupid during.
And it wasn't muted at all.
Oh yeah, I usually
So
Okay, so just
OBS didn't mute last time.
imagine this is.
So don't say anything.
Even though it was clearly muted on the screen.
clearly muted.
Don't say anything.
Yo, that's not right.
That's not right.
That's some like
He almost
that's
It's
swindled
some,
us.
really good you weren't here.
that's
He
some
almost-
Big Brother shit, yo.
He almost swindled us. It was almost bad.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I'm not even gonna attempt to mute it. Okay?
You could have ruined some
No,
careers.
you should mute it just in case,
And we'll test it during it.
and then
Don't.
No, not that
Don't.
kind of test.
Don't.
Yeah, Alex is thinking.
Yeah, I'll-
of that
don't.
kind of-
Yeah.
No, I meant test it like go blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah during
I'm
the-
about to
Don't.
play some Russian
Don't say
roulette
anything.
here with the mute button.
some Alex roulette.
Don't say anything.
You know I can't.
You can't help it.
Okay, shh. Just be quiet.
Just mute it. Did you mute it? Mute it. What the fuck?
Just to see.
Let the panic take control.
Mishear him.
Okay.
They might over exaggerate what I said.
You know, say it out of context.
Better safe than sorry.
So what? I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get a straight answer. I'm sure we can ask the intern who is in the chat currently.
muted works.
No, they're not. A bunch of people say it's not muted, not muted, it's muted, it's not muted.
Boy, what?
We don't know.
It's pretty predictable from the chat there. Pretty predictable split.
Now
there.
I'm just spooked, Jordan.
Yeah, I know. It's
You'll
Whenever
never-
he
you'll
says
never
it's
be
muted,
feel
just
safe
leave it
again.
yourself. That's about it.
it's
I can't handle that. I'm. Can you warn me every time you're about to mute, but you're not sure if it's a full mute?
yes, I'll be warning you every time. Maybe I should just act like
Maybe you
we're
should just mute
always-
the stupid actual mixer.
Yeah, I could do that.
know what I mean?
I don't know how to do that. But
There's a big button that says mute.
how do we
all.
know that's gonna do it though?
Turn off the stream.
You don't even trust in the technology.
Okay,
the
should I try?
hardware.
I'm gonna test it right now.
turn
All
off
right.
the turn off the
All
stream.
right, here we go. 3, 2.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that
Okay.
worked. I'm pretty sure that worked because I didn't even see the waveforms popping up on there.
We're the most professional podcast
That might
around.
work.
I'll
That
tell
might.
you what.
I mean, that's the
That's
second.
almost foolproof.
You might have to mute OBS, then mute that, and then you have 2 fail safes. But if both of those are broken, then it's done.
If you turn it-
I mean, we deserve it at that
then
point.
it's game over. We had 2 proxies for the mute. Both didn't work.
Next
It's
time, just
done.
turn the computer off. And
You know, I'm gonna file for a different.
turn the computer off.
You're gonna file for the nearest office job after that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a nearest
your career
job
will
and
be
hope,
dead.
Turn the computer off
hope
and then
my terrible past doesn't follow me.
there you go.
Well, knowing you, it would, Alex.
I would follow you to the
Knowing
ends
you
of
it
the
would. So
earth.
anyway, welcome to Creature Talk, episode 112. I don't even know what day it is. It's
Saturday.
Saturday, the
November
something.
15th. 15th, right?
November something.
It is the 15th. You're right.
15th. Okay, yeah.
It's the
I was just
15th.
trying to compare it to a few other things.
Told you.
But yeah, so we're sitting here with Mr. Daniel, Mr. Alexander, Mr. Seamus, and myself.
Mr.
As Daniel sits here and retouches the fading Brink logo that was sitting on the Brink table
As
here.
the original artist, I felt it my duty to be the restorer.
Now, do you think that you could write Brink underneath that in letters?
Ooh, Jordan, that's asking a little too much.
I think it is.
I mean, I would have to then get in front of the camera during
Okay, yeah, don't
maybe
worry about
off
that.
recording, but then again, I don't know if I would have the attention span to sit here during, not doing Creature Talk to.
But yeah. So welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to Creature Talk.
What's up?
Hope you're all excited to be here today as we talk
course.
about a plethora of topics.
That's a much less than last week or
that's
2 weeks
a lot
ago.
of topics.
Yeah. Oh, it's less than last time.
Yeah, well, we'll
Much
stretch
less.
it to an
I don't even know if
unnecessary
I
amount of
have
time.
any like extra topics I can.
We don't need extra topics.
Do we not want extra topics?
I don't think we need
Topics.
extra topics.
You want to talk about politics?
I mean, this always
Oh
goes
my
on.
goodness.
Alex, please, no.
Alexander.
We can talk about religion too. That'd be great. What a great creature to politics and religion.
Yeah. What's there
all
go wrong?
bundled into one Creature
What
Talk.
could go
That would
wrong
be-
there?
What is there to talk about?
We can also talk about other topics like racism and
Feminism.
Gender
feminism,
equality.
gender equality, and then everyone can just be pissed off. What a great show that
I mean,
would be.
that sounds fine. I can
does
talk
sound
about that.
I mean, they're
I can
hot
talk about
topics.
that.
People build their careers off of focusing
Maybe we
on
can
things
Skype
like
call
that.
Dex and have him talk about that.
Oh, we should. We should Skype call Dex
please.
and get him involved. Then everyone will be mad.
Hey, do
Dex
we
will talk
have,
for 3 hours by
Why?
himself.
What's wrong with Dex?
do we have any? Do you have any Minecraft stuff going up, or is it still like old sesh stuff?
We have it
Creaturetopia did start.
not from your session.
Yeah,
okay.
your session.
Man.
So we launched Creaturetopia 2 weeks ago on Creature Talk. The first episode we launched it on Creature Talk.
Yep.
It has over 300,000 views at this point, so that's really awesome. You guys have been like crazy supportive with it, and it's doing super well. Everybody's watching it and really loving it, and it's been really fun to return to it. We did our second session the other day.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It went beautifully.
It went beautifully.
Yeah, Alex came and things took
Oh.
a turn.
You
They
can
took a
definitely
turn.
by the end of that session, it's clear that Alex is back in
it's
full
very
swing.
Hey, you know how we do.
Alex
you know,
took that session and ran.
I kind of started things off on like, yeah, I know you guys wanted to like, ease things in and just kind of let things like, you know,
Nah.
you had your terms, you had your rules, you had your bar set.
Yeah.
And I kind of came in and I really messed
He
everything
ignored
up.
all of it.
I just
and did his
I
whatever he
literally
wanted.
had my own let's play, and that sort of turned into whatever the end was.
Jesus.
I enjoyed it.
Scary.
Can I announce what's special about next session that will become a standard throughout the
Yeah,
series?
yeah, yeah.
So I had the idea to kind of set the series apart
It
a
was
little bit
actually
from
my
Treetopia.
idea.
That's a lie. Anyway,
That was a lie.
we have, along with our own perspectives, we also have perspective face cam. So I got like
Bunch of cameras.
5 cheap cameras. And
cheap is an understatement on these.
cheap. They feel like they're nothing.
Well, they're
Like,
not like 4K cameras.
They
They're
aren't
cheap.
4K. They shoot 1080p.
They're better than most good webcams, though. Like
Yes, they are
by
better.
far.
better
Yeah,
than
yeah.
webcams, yeah.
But like, I mean, the weight of this Sharpie is like the weight of those cameras. Like
They're pretty light.
They're super light. It feels like there's nothing in them. Yeah, I ordered some cameras, and we actually have face cam per perspective, so everybody has their own individual face cam between the cuts. Which is it's given Spencer a lot more work because there's
Yes.
a lot more cutting he does now.
Nice.
Might
Because-
be kind of funny though, because
Yeah.
during our freakouts and stuff, I might be good switching different perspectives. I can see that working out
Yeah,
pretty good.
it's nice in the fact that Spencer can all at the same time. When something's happening with more than one person involved, before, like, Dan usually would split the screen and like have everyone's perspectives up. Now he can have just the same perspective up and have 2 face cams pop
Yeah.
up when they're interacting.
So it's a lot easier for him.
That's all it works.
It's
great.
Poor
an
Spencer.
extra. Yeah.
Rip Spencer.
Yeah, it sucks to be
Rip
him.
Spencer's backlog.
Well,
Rip Spencer's free time.
Glad I'm not Spencer.
glad I'm not Spencer 2014.
It only takes him like
better-
20 more minutes, half an
Yeah.
hour per episode.
If it means better
Per episode.
Creaturetopia content for our fans,
Can.
he's willing to do it.
Of course he's willing to do
He's
it.
willing to
we
do
tell
it.
him he's willing to do it.
He works for us, so anyway.
Speaking of working for us,
Speaking for working for us, we
Speaking
actually,
of-
That was a great segue there.
then
Oh.
Alex
generally
completely
trash segues.
destroyed it.
Sorry, I wasn't fast enough. That's what my track coach said to me.
And then you were off the team.
And then I turned into an equipment manager.
Bench warmer.
Now listen,
Yes.
I have a real important job for you, Alex. The team isn't going to be able to do anything without you.
Wash these sweaty towels for us.
You need to be able to be at your top of your game, otherwise our team will fail. You're going to be the new equipment manager.
And we were like last in the district too.
It was because they didn't let you play. You had to manage the equipment, which you did a terrible job at.
You know,
So your team
I
lost.
only did one event during track during my senior year.
Equipment managing or an actual event?
Like one event.
What'd you do?
Because you're supposed to do like 5 events. But my
right.
coach only had me like do the mile run each event.
Little
How'd that
known
go?
fact. Little known fact about myself here. Even though you're talking about you, that's
Yeah.
cool and stuff. But I want to bring it back to me.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just.
again, see, ruined segues. There are no segues on this show that work.
I was gonna say I held the record for high jump.
Really?
well,
in
you're
my
already 8 feet
state.
tall. How fucking hard
In
could
your
that be?
state.
In my state
In
when
Massachusetts?
I was a kid. No, Minnesota.
Oh.
Minnesota, who the fuck jumps
Scotland.
there? You jump and your fucking bones break because it's so goddamn cold up there. No one wants to jump there.
The high jump.
Minnesota.
So the shit you flip over.
Yeah.
He's already 8 feet tall. How
So
hard
it's
could
like,
that
no,
be?
that's what gave me the advantage. And plus, it was funny because I actually taught myself a technique outside of what the gym teacher taught me, and I was able to outjump everyone in the school
And the state,
and
apparently.
the state because
no one jumps in that state.
everyone was telling me to do it some way, and then I found a different way that worked better. Everyone was wondering why I was jumping so high. I found my own technique,
I hope
and
you
I
didn't
was
tell
very,
them.
I was rather tall.
You better not
for
have
my
told
age,
anyone.
but I
Yo,
darn sure
like,
didn't.
Good.
Man, the high jump takes such like humanly impossible physics to accomplish that it should just be taken off as an event.
Why?
Because the maneuvering your body has to do is
That's like no. The thing is, you can't always jump as high as the bar, so you need to jump to a place where you can wrap around the bar and then
Yeah.
drop onto the pad.
Sometimes the bar is life.
Sometimes the bar is life.
Sometimes you just
sometimes
jump into it.
Sometimes
You can't shoot as high as life wants you to go as far as expectations, but sometimes you can bend yourself around the rules and the different things to get yourself over
Is
those
that what you did?
expectations. Oh, it sure is.
I thought that's what you were supposed to do.
you were a high jump rule bender.
Oh, I sure was.
They should make a movie about you, Jordan. Kind of like Rookie.
Jordan the high
Yeah,
jumper.
well, no, he has the high jump record. He went to.
Jumping
did you go to
Jordan.
national? Did you go to a national level archery?
Yeah, I was actually third in the nation.
He grew up in Scotland.
What a promising career
this-
ahead of him.
He's an American icon.
That's so random. I didn't. That's so. That, no,
Jordan-
that's, like, that's really random.
Jordan has a
Jordan.
I
promising
was
athletic
number
career
one
ahead of him.
archer in my age division, of course. I was younger. In New England.
New England.
That's. I mean, that's a okay.
He has a promising athletic career.
His
ahead
brother
Of
is a gold medalist.
Speaking.
him. His father's a
of,
platinum medalist.
Speaking of mystery coworkers, though,
Are you kidding me, Alex?
Speaking of holding a record for the state, we got
So we actually just announced the other day, or last night, or 2 days ago,
I don't know
something
when the
like
fuck it
that.
was. I
Very
wasn't-
soon, that we actually have a new intern that's been in the office.
oh boy,
And I have him working on the Twitter currently. He's actually in the chat on the Creek. I told him he could hop in there and chat up with you guys.
yeah, I don't see him tweeting.
Well, just wait. Give him a second.
Fucking fire him. He's
Say
not,
hi, intern.
Or he's not in the chat.
are you gonna watch this for like 45 seconds?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah,
one
it's
second.
good.
I see Twitch streamers do it all the time. They watch the chat when they need help.
I'll
with
walk
stuff.
in there and tell him to do it, and then it'll happen.
No,
He
it's
can
coming. It's
probably
coming.
walk in there and tell him to do it faster than he'll actually like.
Yeah,
recognize
it would have taken less
From
than
the
30
delay.
seconds to tell him,
Wait
and then
for
walk
it.
back.
Wait for it.
What if he's taking a
See,
break?
the thing is, like,
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
There he
Oh, he
is.
said hi.
Yeah, there we go.
He said hi.
There he is, right there. So yeah,
Awesome.
he's currently, he's the one that's heading up the Creatures Twitter and then the
I feel
Facebook.
bad for him. He's sitting there like listening to this garbage.
I feel
right
bad
now.
for
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
too.
Well, that's
His
that's
job
too
is to
bad.
listen to us talk and spew
That's too
garbage.
bad.
For like 3 hours.
But
What a job.
What a jab.
what a jab that is.
What a jab.
So yeah, he's working on the Twitters and stuff right now. And we're of course not going to be showing his face. He's a mystery right now to you guys.
Wow.
Mystery on it right now.
But eventually, maybe we'll.
Can I say
introduce him?
He's the nicest guy.
He is really nice.
He's
A lot
really
of people
nice.
were saying that when he was
He's so
tweeting.
happy-go-lucky. Like,
I don't know. I feel like there's like some underlying shell to him.
like
know?
an underlying darkness.
Yeah,
be.
like he
Like a
portrays
seething
himself as a nice
rage
guy, but he
boiling
might
underneath.
be different. Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
look at him! Look at him! He's sucking up to us right now.
This isn't garbage, guys. It's the best job
How much
ever.
are we paying him for this?
And then he made a little smiley face. I mean, that's...
He did make a
or
little.
how much are we promising to pay him? That's
Hi.
He pays us to work here. What are you talking about?
how come he didn't do anything with archery?
Huh? It was.
You seem to have a promising athletic career. It seemed.
Well, now that we're on
How
the
come
subject
you went from
again.
like Full Metal Jock to like?
I actually went
nerd?
to. I went to Vegas for archery. It was quite the experience. The World Archery Festival that's held in Vegas every
Never
year.
heard of it, but
That sounds like it's a lot of fun.
It was fun. It was fun. But yeah. I mean, I
And
did
you're
pretty
like,
good.
I feel like I'm gonna do my shit buzz instead.
I did pretty good, and then I got obsessed with golf. Like I think I got a little bit too competitive in archery.
You just
But it
jump
was still-
around
it
too
was still
much.
like a
switched
sport.
over
It
to
was
golf.
still a
You
sport.
can't focus on something.
Jordan reminds me a lot of my brother because my brother had a promising career in golf.
I had
and
a
then
promising
stopped
career
that.
in archery.
Promising career in
The
pool.
thing is, archery doesn't
Promising
pay.
career in poker.
I remember I knew a pro archer, and he didn't make a lot of money. And he was pretty decent. He'd won a good bit, but it wasn't.
He was like
really,
one of those grizzled old men. It's like, I'll take you under my wing, kid. He was just like on the side of the road drinking beers, and he was like, "Hey, Mister, what are you doing?" Hey, you don't want
It's
to
like
talk
a
to
Billy
me,
Bob
kid.
Thornton movie right now.
Yeah,
The thing was, the archery range the archery shop that I went to that was in New Hampshire actually like really molded me to what I am today. Because you
Much
can
like
thank those
You
guys.
come in and Old Man Winters would be like, "Hey Jordan, welcome back, boy. I got some new stock in here for
Yeah,
you.
pretty much.
High tension
he al-
projectiles.
what are you buying? But he only
What are you selling?
referred to Jordan as Scout. So he's like, "Hey, Scout, how you doing?
Hey Scout."
Scout, you could go far
But
one day."
from there, that's what led me into archery because the son of one of the owners was the superintendent at a golf course that was down in Newbury.
You were just
or
all over the
Newburyport.
place.
Wow.
So I ended up working there, got into golf.
an army brat
was
without the
was
army.
a scratch golfer for the time I played. Was doing pretty good at it. Started looking at careers in golf, and then I got obsessed with computers.
And also, you were a part-time pyro growing up as well.
Yeah, well, that doesn't affect stuff too much.
I once got par in mini golf, so I had a very promising career ahead of me as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The windmill that fucked everyone that day,
Hey, that
except
was
for
really
me.
windmill.
The wind was really, it really
It's
sucked.
hard to time it. It's hard to time it.
Windmills are pretty. So anyway, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Enough of me. Enough of my.
Hey,
Enough of your life
you're
story.
such an accomplished person. Like, I want to see a bronze statue of you half naked at the office floor someday.
I'd like that.
Nice.
He wants you to pose for it.
Chisel
He'll make it.
pecs and
He'll chisel
I
it
mean,
out.
I might
Ripped
do
abs.
it. I might do it.
my ripped
I might
six
do it.
pack.
Your
I
eight
took,
pack.
mean, now that you
I
bring
took,
it up,
I took art in high school. Like, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. Like, I don't care. I don't care. It's nothing to me, really.
Okay,
I'll try
we'll
it.
talk after this, Alex. Okay,
All right,
we'll
cool,
talk.
cool.
We'll talk. That's a good. Okay.
Speaking of half chiseled men,
Speaking of bronze
So
statues,
anyway,
Are we
back
done
to
with the
so
intern part? Okay.
interns in here. We're actually so as far as like the creatures as a whole is going right now, it's actually pretty fun because we mentioned last week that we actually got some more office space. Which is pretty cool. It's gonna open up a good bit of more spaces. We're actually looking into. Dan had mentioned that his friend Joe was out here. Joe is
my friend Joe visited. He's a graphic designer.
Yep.
I saw him designing some graphics earlier.
Oh,
Looked
yeah,
pretty
he was,
nice.
he was designing some graphics. He's
Looked
pretty
pretty
good.
nice.
He's designed some graphics, so that's another chap that looks like is going to be coming in here. Kevin, of course, is coming out here on Monday.
Ooh.
He's going to be here Monday permanently.
Yes.
He's going to get his place, and Kevin will be out in Colorado officially, working at the Creature office.
Yeah.
So we're getting all these people are coming in. We're opening them that next office space. We're probably going to. One of those spaces, as far as Creech Talk is concerned, we're going to be setting up a Creech Talk room specifically.
Yay!
His podcast room.
Trying to get Creech Talk a little bit more.
Yeah, this stream room gets
on
just
the grind, but
because this is emptied out and put in here every single week, and I always have to do like it'd be nice to just get a
because
set.
originally like we would do Creatures Play like recordings, game nights, everything in this room. We made a separate room for the Creatures Play stuff, which has made stuff a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
So it's about time we make a separate room for the Creech Talk stuff in particular.
Just nice to have room.
We could have a rigid set, and we don't have to move mics
Yep,
every single
exactly.
time.
We won't have to
and
move mics. We'll have
because we used to say
everything set
mics
up
when we do for
and-
Creature Talk or Creaturetopia. for
Yeah,
this.
yeah, because this is where we do all our recording and stuff. So
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It'll be nice. It'll give us a little bit more room to play around in, and should be fun. Then by that time, we'll have the site up and going. And
You know, can I say it's been jarring actually having people in the office
it
recently.
is. There's been a
Because
lot.
I
it's
came
like-
in, it was just like blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
blah,
just
blah,
It's
blah.
chatter
like,
everywhere.
I'm
It's
used
so
to being
weird.
alone in my office. I mean, Spencer's back there, but I tell him not to stare directly at me. And
You're gonna put up a partition, right? At
yeah,
one point.
yeah. Well, no, it's, a lot of the time I have the green screen set up. I have the green screen set up from recording, and I like tell him I'm going to be using it later, so don't take it down. But it's just because I don't want him to look at me.
Nah.
And
pretty good.
you know,
I think
it's
he
just.
stares at the back of your head during like the
Longingly, like, please talk to me.
I remember the other day he was like, "Can we take that down? Because I'm tired of only seeing half the room." And I was like, "No." So
I like
but
this.
it's weird having people consistently come in.
Yep.
I
It's,
came
it's gonna
in.
be cool, and I got to do some organizing with who's going to be where throughout the office, and
Yeah.
we'll probably do like Walmart was a video of setting up this room. I can only imagine we'll be doing more videos around like getting the new space and
Yeah.
doing another office tour and showing you guys how we're progressing in here because it's going awesome. It's going fast, and it's only going to mean more and more content for you guys.
I'd like to make
digest.
my office a little bit more denny. Like
I was going to ask you,
Do you wanna
are you
move?
attached to your office? Because you wanted the nap room, right? And your room is like a perfect candidate.
for the nap room.
It's the only room without windows.
Nap room would be nice.
I mean, I did petition for the nap room originally, and if the board members agreed to it, then we'd be able to like
I was
initiate
thinking
it.
So we
of
could have
like
a-
a
we could have-
hammock and then like some memory foam mattresses, maybe like a fountain and some
See,
Bose
I have this
stereos
thing
around the
in
thing.
my room at my own office
Sound
where
machine.
it's like it's a light that projects on the ceiling and it just kind of spins and it projects like kind of like watery colors and stuff like that.
So we'll put in a sound thing as well that has
Yeah.
a stream.
It needs
Ooh,
a,
I want
like
the
a
rain.
stream,
I need
stream
rain.
with
There's
birds.
rain. Yeah,
Rain.
yeah.
There'll be a rain setting. There'll be a rain setting, but like ocean, like things like that, jungle, whatever.
like in the
jungle.
sound
That
of
would be
this-
pretty
this-
neat. That would definitely be neat.
Nice desert.
That's a good room to have because we definitely need a nap room.
Can we have like company issued snuggies?
The creature snuggies?
Yeah, like a
Snuggies?
Creature Carl.
So Creature
Snuggie.
Carl snuggies that
Yeah.
have like the ears and everything.
Yeah, and you pull it up and it's like Creature Carl, and you sleep
I'd get
in
the
it.
Batman Stuggy though. Everybody else can have the Creature Carl ones.
Yeah, I'll take the Batman
Damn,
Snuggie
please.
too.
What?
I want
Taking
I want
the
both.
Batman
he
one
wants
too?
He gets a Batman one. I want a Batman one too.
You know, out of all the people who I've had tested out to be Robin, you would be the best Robin. I don't know. I never thought of that.
Robin sarcastic.
Actually, I've always said
You probably can be.
Like when we were playing in the Batman series back in the day, I wanted you to be Alfred because Alfred's sarcastic. But
I'd like to.
That
be a
was
butler.
that was a terrible day, Dan.
huh?
Robin Day was a terrible day.
Well, yeah.
Comic-Con.
I mean, yeah, we talked about that.
Good old infamous dick taping day.
We talked about that with when we were
Can't
Brandon
be comfortable.
from Sunset, the Insomnia guy. He was doing some cosplay stuff, and we were like,
yeah.
he went cosplaying, had to do some duct taping. What do you recommend again? It was like dancers shorts or something like that. That
Oh, there was something I can't even remember anymore.
something that keeps you.
You'll tape your dick to your leg routine.
He's like a cosplaying expert. I just love telling the part of the story where it's like, and then at the end of the day, he's in the bathroom taking it off, and all you hear is,
Could have gotten in the shower, like some warm water might have helped that out a little
Honestly,
bit.
I had tape on my dick all day. I just wanted to get it off. There was no.
Probably like really itchy.
I was
and
about to do
sweaty.
like a 3-step process for tape removal. I
Might
just,
might have peeled a little like easier.
oh man.
memories. That was probably the best Comic-Con trip ever. It was of the two that I've done.
So anyway,
The one that I've done.
I just remember like you like sweating gallons.
Oh yeah, I
Like-
was drenched. When I would take off the mask, it'd be like,
Oh my god.
I
got
it was just
sunburned.
filled with
Yeah,
filled
just-
with sweat.
I got sunburned at the one we went to. 'cause
Yeah,
we
I
were
did
standing
too,
out in that
'cause we
line.
said-
Oh, yeah.
that was
we got
horrible.
fucking
That was
dunked
the
on, and we were
French
like,
hall?
it was
Yeah.
like a shady spot, and then this was all
And
sun,
we sat
and we
down right
sat
there.
right in the sun spot, and
For
like,
like an hour. And then they were like, nobody else is getting in.
yeah, we were like,
Nobody's leaving.
we were like one line away, and they're like, no one's leaving, you're not getting in.
Yeah, we
See
got
you
pretty
later.
close.
And we stayed in line for about
could have seen-
6 hours.
The Hobbit panel and
Ah, well,
Django Unchained and
it's
stuff
in,
like that.
It's in the past now.
Yep.
Yeah.
My sunburn's
There's
also
nothing we
in the
can do
past.
about it. But
Great bonding
yeah.
experience with Daniel Baxter.
So as far as
Oh, yeah, it was.
creature stuff
Talked to him all
going,
day.
yeah.
getting lots of people in here. Site's gonna get up and running. We got the office expanding. Lots of cool stuff.
lot of
Aboard the
movement.
choo-choo train.
A lot of movement.
A lot of movement. It's fun.
Bankruptcy, all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that don't
Chapter
mention
11.
that. That's the depressing part about
Chapter 4.
it. So
We,
yeah,
we slide that on, sweep it on the road.
yeah, we'll just sweep
Don't
it.
don't tell anyone.
Because don't sweat the little things is what I've always been told.
I was told that bankruptcy doesn't take effect for 7 years.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
we're fine
it
for
doesn't
7.
affect you for 7 years.
fine for
I
7.
don't know, one of the two.
7 years
Um,
free.
But yeah, so fun stuff. Fun stuff. Speaking of fun stuff,
Did you just retweet my gonna be
Yes.
starting soon?
Yeah.
Not the one that we're live?
Yeah.
Better
I'm
late,
sorry.
Better late than
I'm
never.
sorry,
Alexander.
Alex retweeted my going to be starting soon
Hey, what's up?
tweet.
What's
Better-
going
better
on?
late
Pretty
than
good.
never.
What's
That's
guy?
pretty
good.
What's
Anyway.
up, guy?
we get on. There's actually a couple games released recently.
Few.
Few games
A
released.
couple games on Brokevember was just
Brokevember.
released.
So they had
Let's release 30 games this month.
I think every single game has had server issues.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh yeah, it's just. I think just Sony had just recently just had issues. Not even game release issues, just had issues with their servers.
I think everyone's just had issues.
Just like
Across
there's
the
actually a
board.
site that I discovered. I forget what it's called, but it's like it shows DDoS attacks throughout the world.
Oh, yeah.
by little like lasers that shoot from.
There's
different
always like
countries.
a nuclear symbol on the U.S. because it's the only place that gets DDoS constantly.
Yeah, so it's like like 30 different lasers from China. Then there's like lasers from like
Most of them
Europe
go to
where
and
it's
Ger-
coming from?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's
it's like a laser that shoots at U.S. like at San Francisco or like whatever.
If you
And
don't know
US
the
is just
context
like-
of that map, it looks really bad.
Yeah.
I guess yeah. You might think it's like
All these
DEFCON
foreign
4.
powers are
Everyone's
attacking the
attacking.
US. Yeah.
It's like what's that movie with like the simulation machine that like
War Games?
Yeah, it's like that.
Would
pretty
you like
much.
to play a game?
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
It's
They
pretty
made
good.
a reference to it in Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Never seen it.
Didn't
Captain
get
America saw it.
it. Didn't get the
Never seen
reference.
He was saying that's when I saw. I don't know why he watched War Games before he watched Star Wars, but
Never saw it.
And priorities. Who needs them? So, speaking of priorities, what came out?
Yeah, we had Unity and Rogue in the Assassin's Creed front.
I played Unity.
I played Unity.
I
I
have not
actually
gotten to
beat
Rogue yet.
Unity.
I beat Unity
I
as
beat
well.
Unity, and I did
beat
not
it.
get to Rogue yet either. So me and Seamus have both beat Unity.
Wow.
You
beat
played it at the stream. I don't think you've played it since.
At the stream, I played it at the Xbox party.
That thing.
The
yeah.
launch party.
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
he was
sorry.
playing that
so-
demo.
I played the demo.
And then
I haven't
Alexander, you
anymore.
played it at all?
I played Assassin's Creed 4.
It's the Black Flag. You played.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I played that a
so,
little bit.
So anyway,
Irrelevant.
me and Seamus have played Unity, but haven't touched Rogue. I got Rogue downloaded. Was about to start.
I took a break after Unity.
So
I
those
went to
came out
Master
the same
Chief
day,
Collection.
right?
Yes.
Which
so.
technically came out first.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? Apparently.
The Unity or Rogue?
Exactly.
The Unity
I
or the
don't know,
Rogue.
But yeah, so Unity.
Chronologically, where do they place? Well, no,
Unity
chronologically
on
you figured out. But
next gen
release.
consoles, Rogue on the last gen consoles. So 360 is the one that has Rogue, and then I played Unity on Xbox One. Really liked it.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Really enjoyed the just overall. It gave me the closest feel to Assassin's Creed 2 I think I've had in an Assassin's Creed game in a long time. Of course, with their jump to next gen, there was quite a bit of bugginess that happened with
Yes.
visually, and cutscenes looked amazing. But as
Cutscenes
far
were pretty
as,
good.
As far as gameplay stuff, it had its issues here and there with bugginess. Not sure about Rogue, of course, but
Yeah, I don't know
seeing as
about
that's
Rogue.
next gen, I assume it's very similar to kind of how Black Flag was. But as far as like when I beat the game, I said that I feel like it's kind of a lackluster ending compared to what it could have been, and it's kind of abrupt.
It is. It is kind of abrupt.
So it's
It goes from like 0 to 60 very quick.
Yeah,
like you're
yeah.
just kind of inching your way up, and then you hit the climax, and it's like
just
done.
like
Yeah.
it kind of just blows through.
you just
it,
like
so.
drill into the end, and then it's just done. And I was really surprised. It's like what 12, 13?
12 sequences. Yeah,
I
it's
thought it was
about,
gonna be
about
more.
the end of 11 into 12 sequence. It just kind of shoots right through them.
It was a pretty quick end.
It goes very quick. I had a lot of fun with the fact that it's really cool how they really focused and emphasized stealth in this one comparative. Like I'd always said beforehand, it's all about being able to get in there quick and do your stuff before guys find you. Because if you get in a fight with 6 guys around you, whereas in last games you could just counter your way out of it with the hidden blade and wreck them all. But in this game, it's pretty tough.
Found a
when
way
you get-
around it though.
Smoke bombs.
Smoke bombs and getting your cafe up to like max level.
Yeah,
so
I
you can
did
just
that
farm
too.
money. I farmed a little money.
Jordan exploited like crazy. He had that
Hey, I
game-
walked into his office, he had like 700K.
No, he has over $1 million now.
I have
I'm not surprised.
1.5
left-
God damn.
He would leave his game on all day long and just keep going back in and collecting the money.
Yeah, I was pretty
buy-
happy when I got up to like 100 something K. I was like, cool, I can buy like this really good weapon. I walk into his office. He's like, yeah, I'm sitting at like 750K. I'm like, Jesus Christ. God damn.
I had a lot of money.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah.
what, a lot
Like, you
of
could have
money.
bought like all the top armor and stuff.
Yeah, once it unlocks, because like there's some
Oh, yeah, you
pieces
got it.
that I want specifically, but
And
you
they
have
make
to-
you play for that stuff too.
Yeah, it's pretty good though. Yeah, I really like the customization. It's just overall, I mean, like the two complaints. Yeah, one being the unrefined kind of just bugginess of a lot of this stuff,
Little
and then the
buggy.
second one would just be the ending was a bit abrupt.
The ending was abrupt, and
Other than that,
I
I
didn't
felt-
feel. I didn't feel good with the ending.
Yeah,
I felt
yeah.
like it didn't close up enough.
Yeah,
or
no, I'd
open up
say-
enough stuff. It was just
Yeah,
like
yeah, but it was kind of like right in the middle.
it
where
was just
it's
like there. I was like,
But overall, I had a lot of fun with it, and apparently, it was. I like the just overall gameplay and like the character. I did like Arno.
I felt the traversing was much smoother.
Yep, I like the fact
Getting
that you
around
actually
was-
go down stuff now.
Getting around was you don't have to just like drop straight down. He actually like kind of animates and goes through it. It looks a lot better and it feels a lot better.
Yep, it's cool. I liked it. Jameis, you liked it?
Thought it was good. I don't think it's my favorite one, but I didn't think it was bad. I wish some of the bugs could have been worked out, and the ending was a little weak. But overall, I liked it. It's not my least favorite one. It's not my favorite one. Somewhere in the middle.
Yep. I'd say about the same. Yes. You finished it? Look at
It's
that.
done. It's not as I think I originally had incorporated some war torn because it is a little kind of chippy in the actual logo, but over time it'll look war torn. And I was actually able to go back and fix stuff because originally these accidentally connected. So the fact that some of it rubbed away, I was able to make it look like it's just a.
Nice. Very nice,
It's
Dan.
actually, I believe, superior to the original Brink logo that I drew.
Wow. That's
I
pretty
threw the
good
marker
right
down.
there.
Yeah.
Drop
So, yeah,
the
that
marker.
My
was,
skills have progressed.
That was Unity.
Did you run into any bugs while you played?
Huh?
Did you run into any bugs while you played?
Nothing game breaking. There was like, I mean, it was just like the odd person sitting on top of a roof here and there, climbing on top of a fence.
I think
Why
one
are
of
you here? Why aren't
one
you
of the
down?
ones I ran into is I climbed down a little table in a house. I was on a mission. I don't know what I was doing in this house, but I climbed down a little table and there was a chandelier above me. So I climb on the table and I lose track of my guy. My guy's just I can't see him. I just see the chandelier. I got sucked into the chandelier for about a good minute, and then I get launched out of it and I'm dead. I was desynced or whatever. Like he just like dies and ragdolls out of the
You got
the
sucked
chandelier.
into the chandelier?
I couldn't see him. It was just like I could only rotate the camera around, and I could only see a chandelier. And then like a minute later, he got ragdolled out of it and was
Sounds
dead.
like some of the Jumanji DLC where
It was pretty shit. It was pretty shit. But other than that, a lot of like weird like NPCs just standing on stuff and weird clothes like flapping around. It wasn't anything major, but that chandelier bug. I had to restart
I've
mission.
heard a lot of people like I was shockingly fortunate, and that's probably like the reason I had such an easy time was I didn't have anything that bad. Like like I said, the biggest one I had was just like minor stuff that didn't affect anything.
Yeah, I
It
got
was
killed
just
once or twice. so-
Visually a little iffy, but as far as that, like I mean, apparently a lot of people had other issues, and I'm lucky I didn't
I
have
heard
any
the
of those.
PC version is the main offender. I played the Xbox One version. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure.
heard the
what
PC
happened.
version is the main offender of them all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, PC hasn't been getting too much love as of late
Oh, they
between
really
these
haven't.
next gen ports.
Like you're saying, Lords of the Fallen. Can you play that yet?
I still can't play that. I mean, some people can, obviously, but like I've tried many fixes, and it like between deleting like the folders that have the intro to like
What?
Yeah, to just trying to optimize it for myself just to be able to run it in different. It just doesn't launch, and from looking at like the posts and reviews, people are crashing like at certain parts in the game over and over again.
Same for the
Or
PS4
some people
version,
just
like, you just
can't
crash.
like yeah, some people just can't even launch it. So I'm in the boat of can't launch it, waiting for a patch to be able to play the game.
it's really sad because like, I was talking about it the other time that we like last week or 2 weeks ago that like I know there's a good game there, but like they just released it with too many problems. Like there's
Yeah.
just too much stuff. It's a good game at heart if it was like running fine, but if you can't even launch it, like I thought someone was out there.
fuck?
Thought someone was
saw
out
that.
there. Someone left us a bear present.
Oh, look at that.
Can you even see him on the camera? Lords of the Fallen Bears.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'd finally seen some gameplay for Lords of the Fallen though, and it looked pretty fun. A little glitchy, but
If it was just like smooth running, it would be pretty good, I think. But I think a lot of people just get frustrated with how many times it crashes, or you can't launch it, or you die from some stupid thing. Like,
Dan, you're hitting your laptop.
there goes the laptop.
That's fine.
That's fine. Whatever.
It's just like balancing there. Oh,
fuck?
man.
It's leaning against the wall, leaning on a trash can. It's fine.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. What was
So
already-
yeah, that's
So yeah.
Unity, Rogue
So, yeah.
both came out. I'm gonna get to Rogue though. I'm kind of excited for it because it's
I'm taking a break.
Irish
I'm
template.
I'm trying to play something in between, so I don't have
Which
to play
would
like
be what, Seamus?
the Master Chief Collection.
Ooh.
Halo Master Chief
Someone
Collection.
just predicted that in chat.
Yeah.
They said, and before me and you talk about how much it sucks.
Master Chief.
But they predicted it
I
as the
played
next
it too.
topic.
I played it too.
Oh, as the yeah.
I've played it as
I
well.
haven't even played it.
I haven't played
I haven't
multiplayer.
played it.
I haven't played multiplayer though. Oh,
I
they were
have not.
talking. You haven't played it?
Nope.
You haven't played it.
haven't played it.
But you two are going to talk about it.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well,
I,
then
I
go for it.
can't.
Go for it.
Can't. Oh, it's predicted.
Yeah.
James, so let's
Nostradamus must have been in the chat today, making some predictions.
So
Him
Halo
and
is a
Socrates.
game. Halo's a first-person action shooter that was actually takes place in the near future. Actually,
The near future.
the near distant
Like
future.
556 or
that's
something like that.
500
the
years
near
from now.
distant future, and pretty much what you do is you go around and you have to fight an alien race that has invaded Earth. And during that time, you stumble upon these halos that apparently turn out to be these massive weapons that were built by these Forerunner characters, which are these this race that existed before anything else.
Is this Mass Effect?
No, it's Halo.
Oh.
Is it Destiny?
No,
Star Trek game
It's
that
a
was
common
released, right?
misconception. Halo.
Never
It's,
heard of it.
Halo.
But anyway, and then you
Halo.
find there's
Halo.
this weird parasitic race that also comes into play, and it also turns out that these weapons were meant to kill this parasitic race, but not in the way you would think. It's got quite the twist. so-
Spider-Man.
No, but yeah, so that's Halo.
Halo's a pretty fun game, from what I've heard.
Word on the street. It's pretty good.
Well, anyway. Okay, so
Anyway.
Master Chief Collection. This has all 4 of the Halo games. Does it have Reach?
No.
Does
No.
it have ODST?
No.
Thank God.
Thank
Oh,
God.
man, it's okay.
It's all you could ever ask for in a Halo compilation.
So, and then they have the new anniversary edition of Halo 2 remastered with.
Do they have anniversary of 1 too?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
It's
1
the
and 2.
anniversary of 1.
Halo 3 normal with all the maps,
And,
and then Halo 4.
Yeah. So Halo 2, they gave it a graphical overhaul and redid the cutscenes with Blur doing the animation for them. They look
Man.
amazing.
They look pretty good.
And and online's super broken.
Haven't played online. Can't talk about that. at
Have
all.
you tried?
No. I haven't tried.
I've tried to match up more than a few times, and it just
Yeah, I've seen
Shits out
like
every
people
single
tweeting
time.
about it, and then like the notifications that show up, and you launch the game. They're like, well, people are still having problems. So
Yeah.
I can only imagine that there are a myriad of problems.
so
Yeah, hopefully they get to. Everyone wants them to get it together
Yes.
because they're like,
Yes.
man, it's Halo 2. Because they're all like freaking out because like you can go back and do all the Halo 2 stuff that people did when they were kids and
Yeah. I thought they had taken super bounces out, but apparently they haven't. It's just tougher because of the just the
geometry,
yeah,
coding,
something. It was like
yeah.
the rendering of the graphics or something like that is different. So you have to be more precise with super bouncing. Because Joe was playing it and trying to figure it out. He couldn't quite get it 100%. I don't think he got it once, did he?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, wow.
I didn't see it happen when I was in there. But yeah, it looked pretty cool. I look forward to playing Halo 2 for the first time.
The first
I've never
time.
played the campaign.
I don't think I've ever heard that in my life.
Oh yeah,
I played some Halo 2 PC like multiplayer.
Actually,
But-
I had to. I remember there was when Halo 1 was like out. It was out for a little bit, obviously, but it was like the thing that people were playing at the time.
Yeah.
And I had to do a book report for school. And so I decided to do a book report on the Halo book by playing the campaign for Halo. I played the campaign for Halo and used that as like my
Did you
summary.
actually
and
get some
paragraph-
kind of passing grade off?
I
of
did.
this? Oh
How
my
can
goodness.
the teacher say
Yeah, they're
that's
gonna be like,
wrong?
I'm gonna go through and
Teachers
read this.
never heard of the book Halo. As long as I'm having like some sort of context,
Yeah,
right?
as long
Like
as
it's
you
going to be a
structure
passing
it,
grade.
I think, yeah.
when I was homeschooling, my mom gave me the option to do a book report on a book of my choice, and I chose Spider-Man Lizard Sanction, which was a novelization of, I guess, a arc in the thing. I completely made that bullshit up. I didn't read that book. I was just like, she doesn't know about Spider-Man.
Oh, you swindled.
Dr. Kurt Connors turns into a lizard, and he tries to kill Spider-Man. Like, I mean, I wrote a page. It was all bullshit.
No conclusion, no climax. The end.
Didn't have to do any work.
That's pretty good. I remember I actually had to do another one, and it was I decided to do it on the book The Perfect Storm.
Yeah.
And
Which happened in Massachusetts.
my teacher actually called me out and said, she's like, The Perfect Storm. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you can't do a book and a movie. I'm like, I haven't even watched the movie. Like,
And then
I'm
she's
just reading
like,
the book.
but you refer to the characters as Mark Wahlberg and George Clooney as part of your book report.
And Marky Mark.
I think I read like the first few chapters and I was like, fuck it, this book's too long. This book report's due tomorrow. So I put the TV on. And I watched
So you waited till the last day.
I watched the whole movie and I was like, I used the first couple of chapters where it was like pretty deep in detail, and then the rest of it was just all bullshit.
Just wing it.
And I was just like, hey, I winged it. And I was pretty good at winging it. There was a few points where she tried to stump me, and I was like, hey, I read the book. I know the first 2 chapters. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
I got a passing grade on that. But yeah, it was Halo, obviously. You're gonna play the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna beat it.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
That's where those people's would say that's probably their favorite campaign.
I played Halo 3 on Legendary Solo.
That doesn't mean it's your favorite campaign.
It means that I'm good at it, though.
It also doesn't
It just
mean
means
you're
you,
bad
it just means you were a
necessarily.
nerd and you spent a long time trying to beat it on Legendary.
Shut up, Alex.
I did the same thing, honestly, but it doesn't mean that it's your favorite campaign.
I know.
I
I
mean,
liked it
campaign
better
for
than
one
Reach,
was-
ODST, and 4.
I mean, Reach was well. Reach could have been better. Somebody said they liked ODST, and
I didn't like ODS.
I don't know
I liked
why they would
Reach.
ever say that.
I didn't.
I like Breed Pro.
ODST.
I
is,
like the atmosphere,
Is the
like
start of
ODST.
Bungie's anti-hype.
Like
Where-
ODST,
Yeah.
I like the soundtrack.
They could
of.
do no wrong up until ODST.
But I mean, ODST was a shit show right from the start. The trailer got released, and
You're
from
not
that,
playing
it was
as a
just
Spartan.
downhill. I mean, the Spartan thing, like I think, was originally like cool because it's like ODSTs were pretty badass. Everyone hyped up the ODSTs because it's like they drop down as stormtroopers, and it's like
Fall damage, stealth.
that's so cool. And the beginning like intro, it's like, oh, this is so badass, and then after that, it's like,
They're like, where the fuck am I going?
What?
I'm walking around this place.
why
Just,
can't I leave this city?
the entire game is flashbacks.
That's I think pretty much my quote for ODST. Why can't I leave this zone? ODST.
with some,
on the
with some
box.
rain pouring down.
You can't leave the city.
It felt like playing a fucking like RPG because you're like trying to do like quests and stuff, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Running through the city.
You're going and
Triggering.
triggering. You're triggering the next mission.
Yeah. I honestly couldn't play Halo 4. I still have to beat
I
that
still haven't.
campaign.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
It's
Either.
a very short campaign.
Yeah, it's not long.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it that much.
They
It
just
was-
they threw so much in right away, and I couldn't process it.
What was
like,
it? How long did it take?
You're
you?
on the ship, you land on the planet, and you meet a new fucking alien race, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Meet bad guy is super strong, and you're like, all right, I gotta stop for a second. It's too much to handle right now.
Oh, it's been a little bit since I played.
I think it
couldn't
only
have been
took
more
me
than like
4
4 or 5.
hours.
Yeah, it couldn't have been more than 4 or 5 hours.
4 hours.
It was pretty
It
short.
was quick.
Really?
It was
pretty short.
really quick.
Maybe I just set because Halo 5 is coming out in December,
Yeah.
so I might
I
just
thought they said so. The beta for that multiplayer is coming out soon, right?
Yeah.
If you bought the Master Chief Collection.
Yep.
Okay.
so I'll have to sit
Cool.
down and maybe beat the campaign before 5 comes out. Although
I
I
might
don't,
do a run through of like 1 through.
I'm trying to go through all of them now with the
Yeah.
collection.
Maybe
one,
4.
one takes a little bit of time, but it'll be better because the graphics
Yeah,
are obviously updated, so it will at least look nice as
I like
opposed to
switching
like
between 'em.
block faces with
Checking.
like terrible texturing.
Yeah.
Halo 2 looks a lot better with the updates.
Yeah.
I like switching between them. It's like I gotta
Yeah,
go
it's
through.
definitely fun going back and checking out what it looks like. I like that you can switch between the cutscenes. That's pretty cool.
I was watching a bit of MLG tourneys for Halo 2. They were
the launch tourney they had.
they were doing launch. They it's kind of funny because they had people that were like big Halo 3. I guess what do you call them? Players, like professionals, and they just bring them back
They were like in
for this. So like you have like like Ogre 1, Ogre 2, Pistola, T squared. Like they just threw these random
Walshy.
dudes. Like
Walshy was like the
just like
big thing back
like,
in
I'm
the
just
day.
wondering like
Final boss Walshy.
like where the fuck were these guys? Like they stopped.
There's
3.
two different things. They were either playing all the way through, and no one like really cared like esports wise about reach. You know, there wasn't anything for
I think during Halo
ODST.
4, I watched the Halo 4 streams, and there was like maybe one pro that like I don't know, Ninja or something, I guess it was, and
Yeah.
he's the only one that was really doing it. And like I don't know where the hell these other guys left. And then like I'm picturing like Pistola, like he was one of like the really good players for Halo 3, one of the youngest. And I'm just picturing him in like, you know, high school or something, or like probably graduated. So I'm picturing him at like his like desk job, I guess. He's just like working away, and then just Halo 2 Master Chief Collection come out. There's a tournament if you want to come back. You know, try. It's like
It's like a reunion tour for all of them.
It's like a I don't know. What would you call that? Like a
Reunion tour.
Revival, or
I guess a revival. More like a comeback story, yeah.
There you go.
A comeback story of a legend.
it's like someone that was playing baseball and got like an injury, and then
Like, came back eventually.
15 years later, they're like,
His
we
coach
found
is
a fix
Nolan
for your
Ryan
injury.
comes back one more time.
He won't get another one after this.
73 years old. Can he do it?
it? Yeah, that was.
Oh man,
But anyway, watch that tournament. That was pretty good.
that's pretty good.
That was pretty good. Yeah, he brought back. I saw
good.
some pretty good plays.
Pretty good.
Pretty
I
good
didn't watch it
plays,
at
and
all.
then at one point after
Pretty good.
one of the teams won, I can't remember who it was. I actually tweeted the Straight Rippin' team. After
Oh,
one of the
pretty good.
rounds they won, they had like. I like how they cut to the camera of their team, and there's about 10 seconds of the most awkward, like high five / fist bumps among the players.
Pretty good.
It was pretty amazing.
Pretty
I'd
good.
like
Well,
to
Rusty,
see it.
they've been out of commission for a couple
the thing
years.
was, there was just like every single one of them was either trying to like high five, like
Got the high five, fist bump.
like shake their hands. Then they've got the
shake
Walshy
hand.
behind them or whoever was behind them. I can't remember. I think it was T Squared was like also trying to
These
reach
guys
over and
haven't
do the
played
same thing.
professionally in, like,
And then
years,
so they're
Jordan.
just
Yeah,
all
yeah,
like
pretty good.
They're all just kind of like
Just all
going like this.
slapping each other by the
It was
end of
pretty
it.
good. It was
Pretty good. It was pretty good.
It was
I,
pretty good.
Pretty good.
I think they should probably make a cringe
Pretty good.
montage out of that, honestly, because there was a couple of like Astro listen-ins that were pretty good.
Yeah,
Because they had the coaches in the background, and there was a couple points where like coaches made something like stupidly obvious, but I don't know if like the teams didn't practice enough or something. I mean,
Yeah, they
I
might
feel like they
not have.
had to have practiced a bit to do this launch tournament, but like the coaches would say shit like, "Yo, you got the shotgun." So just use it.
So get in close.
And
Getting
it's like-
close.
and like, you know, the players would be like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Like, and there'd be like a pause. All right, where is you? Top side. Like,
I can't like
One
I
shot,
can't
one
just
shot.
say like some of those when it got really intense. I can't understand how they hear each other in those. Like they're just screaming. Every single one of them just screaming call outs. So like, oh, it's like all four of us just yelling like different call outs. And like, he's what's on Max? What's on Max? Oh, there's a guy over there. He's the BR. He's at the green buff. Every single one of them uses the same word. Like they use it, you know, green buff. You know, top side. And then you got four of them. Top side. Left. Stalagmite. What are the stupid things they're called?
Meanwhile, every player is just like going like,
there's like shooting
How they
everywhere.
discern, yeah, like what in the world's going on? It was,
pretty good.
yeah. It's pretty good right there.
Yeah, that's
So,
pretty
that's
good.
a Halo Master Chief Collection. I promise I'll play Halo 2, especially with those blur cutscenes. I'll get through it.
Are you gonna record it or are you just gonna play it?
Yeah, probably just play it. Yeah,
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Far Cry 4, we have
Yeah.
up on the list there. Another game that's coming out. It's
Coming out.
It's
Coming out.
looks really good. I've always been a big Far Cry guy. Never
Far
played the
Cry.
first one though.
First
But
one,
I
it's
love
pretty
2 and
classic.
3.
2 and 3.
It's pretty classic.
2 I
FPS.
played a lot, and then there's the Far Cry movie or something like that.
Oh,
Ah, yes.
So-
Joel is the main villain now.
Huh?
Joel is the main villain now from The Last of Us.
I thought it was
Yes.
the.
Yes. Yeah.
Who,
Or the
Troy
Joker.
Baker?
The Joker.
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 Yeah, Troy Baker.
Joker
you know,
from
like
Arkham Origins.
Oh,
Ranger. Shadow Walker.
Ranger. We still need to make that short. Anyway.
But
That's true. Yeah.
I'll be even better with the slow.
cross Mordor.
So this is like.
Don't tell him the idea.
Okay. Well,
But
it'd be
anyway.
funny either way.
Troy Baker. Yes, he's the. So it has like it looks cool in the sense that it's mountainous.
How can he beat Voss?
Voss isn't in this.
I know, but how?
He's saying how can he beat?
how
How can he
Same
top?
way he
the
can
Oh,
play
place?
oh,
the
okay.
same way he can play this like the main character for every single major release in the last 2 years.
And for the next foreseeable
I just
decade.
don't know how it'd be able to compete.
I don't know. Did you know who the Jackal was?
Never heard of him.
Jackal was a cool guy. He was a Far Cry 2 guy.
Bruce Willis.
He wasn't really like the bad guy, but he was the main guy.
Ooh.
So he was a cool dude. I really liked him.
Cool dude.
Yeah,
He was a cool dude.
he was a cool dude.
What was the Far Cry where you had like supernatural beast powers?
That was the first one.
Yeah, that was the first
I never played it, but yeah,
Some
I
weird
know,
stuff
I know it
happened
was
in
the
the
first
first
one.
Yeah, some voodoo.
Some voodoo stuff on that first
Yeah,
one.
the third one all dealt with hallucinogens and a lot of drugs.
I remember that.
Oh, wasn't that
Lots of
burning the
drugs.
marijuana field or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, burn that marijuana field.
You
You
get
know,
high.
torch that
GTA,
thing. Huh?
San Andreas.
Happens in San Andreas as well. A couple games have
But anyway,
utilized
Far
the burning the
Cry.
marijuana field
Far Cry 4 is coming out this Tuesday.
with
I know, I'm
13
really
other
I,
games. I, think.
I don't think I've seen any advertising. On
There
it.
hasn't, yeah, there
I
hasn't.
haven't
been,
seen anything.
There hasn't
about
been
it.
nearly
Their marketing
as much.
budget was not.
I've seen like one.
Was not prevalent.
One
I'm
ad.
not sure what if it was just like
I think they put all their money towards Unity.
Yeah, they blew the load
Rogue
on
didn't
Unity.
get any
Yeah,
advertising.
Rogue didn't really get much.
Far Cry 4 did.
Far Cry. I mean, it doesn't really make
seen
sense because they advertised Far Cry 3 like crazy.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
Like they did a ton of blur trailers and
I remember that.
a lot of stuff for Far Cry 3, and then Far Cry.
There was a
Far
lot of
Cry 4,
hype
it's
around
just
Far Cry
like-
3 as well.
Yeah,
Like they had a big campaign for Far Cry.
And it
3.
turned out to be a good game. It was
Yeah.
pretty solid. Wasn't I don't think it was as fun as what I played in 2, but it was still pretty good. Solid
3.
game.
I thought 3
was
was fun.
good. And then F4 dealing with pretty much some Himalayan like mountains and craziness. Looks really cool next gen. You get to fly stuff, do a lot of co-op.
Didn't you have like the? You mean like fly planes and stuff? Because
There's
then you have
like-
the glider in the third one, I think.
Yeah, you had a wingsuit at one point too.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
you do get a wingsuit in this one as well, and it's actually more functional because in the last one it was more so whenever you dove out of planes you'd have the wingsuit, and I think sometimes you had it too, but it was mostly the glider. And then in 4 here you get it. There's like a little mini helicopter thing that you can fly around,
Nice.
which is pretty cool.
I think we're
Yeah.
getting a location question from the creature intern. Everybody's sounding off where they're from.
Oh yeah, look at that. There's a whole bunch of people out there.
Canada,
Compton,
New York, Scotland.
Compton.
Ooh, Compton.
Straight out of Compton.
Straight out of Compton. That person is. Oh, boy.
I got family in Compton.
Do you?
They're dead. They're dead.
Any?
What?
Any?
Was that?
Huh?
Any from Detroit?
What was the
They're dead
Compton
too.
comment
Oh,
for?
okay.
I think my
What was
family
the
would be
Compton
barred.
comment for?
No, intern.
The intern asked
Intern
where everybody's
just
from. I
asked
think
everyone.
right now.
No, he asked where the next fan meetup should be.
Oh,
Jordan.
Compton.
Yes, let's go to Compton. We should go to Compton.
Compton Creature Compton fan meetup happening next
Let's
week.
clean that city up.
Oh yeah, that's like we get mowed down the first day.
Like 1,000 people all lined up.
Oh my
Everyone
God.
just gets mowed down. It'd be terrible.
Oh man,
I won't be
Compton.
going to that meetup.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, Far Cry 4 is launching. I'm definitely gonna be playing it. I'm pretty excited about it.
I played like 3 hours of Far Cry 3 and then
I've
never went
seen,
back to
I've
it.
seen a few neat clips.
There's some neat clips. There's some very neat clips.
Mechanics wise, does it look like it's going to be kind of on par or more
They've
fun?
added more. Like it's like Far Cry 3, but a lot more random little.
That's cool.
It's a DLC pretty
gadgets
much.
And
It's what?
It's a DLC pretty much
that's not
for Far
true.
Cry
Yeah, I was
3.
about to say, would you say
That's
that?
not true. That's what's it called?
You're just
The,
lying.
The Blood Dragon. That's what you're thinking of.
That was
I know I'm
DLC.
thinking of that, but I'm saying it's DLC pretty much.
If
Were
it's,
you-
if
were
it,
you-
if it
were
turns
you-
out to be what like Arkham Origins was, then yeah. I mean, because I would say Arkham Origins.
I
Felt
think
like
it's pretty
DLC
much. I
kind
think
of.
it's pretty much that. I mean, there's a few mechanics that I've seen that are pretty neat, but I mean, like it looks like the
We'll
same.
find out.
It looks like the same engine.
I
So
know. It's probably. I don't
Call
know,
of
it
Duty was
probably
on the
would
same
be
engine for
engine.
about 73 years. So
now you watch what you're saying because
your father works for Activision.
that's right.
All right. Well, I am now banned on
How
Call
many
of
fathers
Duty.
do you have?
Yeah.
You got guys. You got a father who works.
He's
at
got guys
Activision,
in
Blizzard, Microsoft. Like
He's got guys everywhere.
got a lot of dads.
We got many fathers.
He's got a guy at
Behemoth,
Mountain Dew.
Anyway,
all
Free
these
game fuel.
fathers instill inspiration to me and make me a better man.
So you can be a better father one day as well, right?
and test
No.
theories on your children.
Yeah, he was just talking about how he was going to leave his baby like all messed up for like 4 hours.
The Spartans used to throw their babies in a pit of rocks. Right? Like I'm gonna be better than
That was
that.
to toughen them up. That was to see which baby could become a
At least it'll be
Spartan
better
warrior.
than a bunch of Spartan dads. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, let me get back to the next thing up. Rockstar released, I think this was a little bit ago, the GTA 5 re-release, which is going to be on next-gen consoles and PC. And their big thing was it now contains first person. The
I've
first
seen a little
person
bit of
mode,
that.
which entailed them to go through and model like first person versions of everything in their game.
Interiors of cars.
Looks like shit.
Well,
So I saw a car
haven't seen
driving
it.
clip, and it was like
I don't know how that's
you
going to
had
work with the
car
shooting.
wheel. You had the car wheel, but like the left side was just gone, so it looked like shit.
Was the door ripped
It was like
off?
the door was taken and squeezed down, so you could see over the door.
Yeah, for visibility, or
I don't know what it was for. It was funny. But
I guess
it
we'll
was-
find out with that too.
It's kind
find
of
out.
cool though, because there's like you if you crash through the window, your character actually like the camera spins and stuff.
Oh
as you
yeah, that'd be
float
pretty
around.
disorienting.
When you hit people, you do the animation.
Oculus support?
Ooh.
That would be
Oculus
kind of
GTA 5.
weird.
That would be interesting.
I mean, I could see that.
That'd really help.
you know
with,
what?
Like,
That would be so bad because already people make the argument that GTA 4 is like
A simulator.
a simulator for killing people, and that every single serial
Imagine
killer or
that.
anything.
Look, they really are
Right?
trying to
If there's a
imagine
school shooting or something like that. It's like they
GTA
owned a
Omni.
copy of GTA 4.
and they had an Omni system with it, which, if you
Well,
didn't
yeah.
know, is an entire 3D
Oh,
immersion.
If they had the Oculus with the Omni and they're like running around, if they had that, then there would be no argument. That would just be.
They just scrape and claw for stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
Didn't they use a clip from you playing GTA
On CNN.
On CNN.
It was like a totally unrelated glitch I ran into in GTA
and
3.
they used it just for one of those
And they
video
used
game
it just-
violence things.
It was seriously like an NPC in a car scraping against a wall over and over again. Like he wouldn't drive in the garage he needed to be in. So like he got off of his AI path and was just like running into stuff.
Are car
And
insurance rates higher because of kids playing GTA?
See,
Look at
the
this
reason
clip
they
right
picked
here.
your clip was because yours was the only clip that had non-violent stuff in it.
Probably,
they
like,
probably
no-
couldn't show the extremely violent stuff in.
yeah, so it was extremely violent.
How do you feel that somebody from CNN sat down and went through your Let's Play to try to find a good clip to
Probably
use
some
for their
poor
like,
intern who
for
is,
their
like-
agenda bullshit?
They're like, we need a clip from this violent
What
video
if they were a
game.
fan?
They might have been.
Oh, that'd be nice. Well, I never got contacted.
And then
for
they
it.
had to pitch it to their director, their like managing director, who had to look at it and say, that clip looks like it could be used. Let's see if you can find some more like
This
that.
looks pretty damning.
And then they had a pool of clips, and they chose yours as like feature part of their program.
I didn't benefit anything from it.
You didn't.
I got no benefit at all.
You got to say that you were on CNN.
My gameplay was.
Hey,
on
I was
CNN.
on CNN, but
I was on CNN too.
for completely
You guys
different
were-
reasons.
You guys were on CNN.
I had my family
was
texting
almost
me.
on CNN.
You were almost.
I didn't-
You were next to him while he was on.
I didn't see. The thing is,
That was no. That was NBC.
yeah.
Oh, NBC. That
Good Morning
garbage.
America.
Fuck that.
the thing is with NBC though is like they had their own thing that they were trying to really like pitch, and me, Jordan, and James were part of it obviously, but they didn't really like what we had to say.
Oh yeah, no. That was the kind of a funny thing about that
We didn't really talk about the whole NBC thing because it all happened really quick, and there's a
They expect you to be like a bunch of yokels who didn't know anything.
This
'cause they played
was
video games.
kind of something that was a little bit funnier about because we only did one interview.
Only
'cause
one.
I don't want to.
I only did one interview as well, and that was the one.
Yeah, because
shopped
yours.
around a little bit.
But anyway, so that we had the people from Good Morning America contact us. We had them come into our office, and they came in here, and they pretty much the way they have it set up is that Good Morning America has like sleeper cell agents stationed all over the world.
Sleeper cell
They've got-
agents. They wake them up.
Yeah, dude, they're in
Seriously.
cryo sleep, and then it's like there's an incident.
There's an incident in Denver. Wake that one up.
So they sent in these two people. One guy was the camera guy.
You're
The,
still a
the
little
girl
tired.
was pretty much like just a stand-in almost, like the organizer. So they come in, and then one of them sits there and like acts like this is the interviewer, and the other one's holding the camera or setting up all the stuff. And they set up this little speaker system that that phones in to the people, at the studio, and they're the ones asking the questions, which they treated these two like garbage, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
the
not
person that
surprised.
was actually doing the interviewing like would ignore half the things they said and would like just kind of act like a bunch of jerks to them. It was kind of
pretty high society people, Jordan.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
High
I don't know if you
society.
caught that, Alex, but
I caught a little bit of that, but like they knew what they signed up for pretty much.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
they're third party dealing with like a major studio in New York. So
yeah,
whatever.
So and as most people know, they used about maybe 5 seconds of the actual interview, but they at the end of it, after we were done, they're like trying to get insert shots. They wanted insert shots
Of what you going like?
of like me sitting at the computer and like turning around.
Oh, so it's like a reenactment thing? Oh my god,
thing.
where it's like unsuspecting Jordan didn't know what was going on. And it's
So I was like sitting there, and then he came in the door, and I was like, I was doing the stupidest faces.
oh
of
my
like,
goodness, Jordan, that was your opportunity. You should have made it a little bit more serious, but still stupid.
Hey, I did. I think I managed to make it convincing enough, but with like I don't know. With
And then
the
it's like, act like
computer
somebody's
not even
grabbing
on
you.
and like. And then at one point he was like, "Okay, I need to get a shot of the webcam and like someone's hand coming in, knocking it down." Alex is like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it." And what I'll do is I'll just walk up and go like,
I really want to do that, but that guy looked like he was already miserable for having to be there, and I didn't want to fucking troll him by being like, "All right, go." on the webcam. So he had to do it where he was like,
"Yeah,
he had to like get the fall really good on the camera.
it was
Get like
great.
3
Did
different
it go in
shots.
like
of-
slow mo when it hit? It was like, doom.
And they never used any.
I think it's
of
just
it
funny because he had to
it
like
was-
walk in with the camera, and Jordan had to turn around at this exact same time. So as he's walking in, he had to be like, "Okay, go," and Jordan would be like. So he came from the door like.
Oh shit!
So he
was doing
like,
first
walking-
person.
Yeah, he did a
he was,
first
like,
person
oh my
angle.
God.
So he walked it. I think Alex opened the door for him. One of the Alex or James opened the door and he runs in with the camera. Oh, he was great.
Why does everything suck?
I've never heard that story before.
I completely forgot about it. It's just
I've
kind of one
never
of those
heard that
things
before.
where it's like they.
God damn.
The thing
Just
is, I'm
kinda forgot about
glad
it.
we had that experience because you know how many times you're gonna have that experience.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad that I had that experience.
No, he's talking about the
Yeah,
camera
no,
crews more so.
The camera crew of like. Because I have,
Oh,
I
man.
have the production manager at NBC.
Yeah,
in
when
my
are you gonna
phone.
pull that contact out for what?
Hey, you never know.
Is it Good Morning? Is
All right?
Good Morning America NBC or ABC?
Good
one of the
I thought they were
ABCs.
ABC.
Probably ABC. I think it's.
I
ABC.
pretty
think
sure
it
it's
is
ABC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep saying NBC.
Yeah,
But
you guys weren't on NBC. You were on ABC.
Yeah, they had me and James
Either way,
there,
we
but
were like,
On just before the View.
they didn't have any of it because they
they weren't having
what they-
any of it at all.
What they wanted it to be was like a story of like, is it true that gamers are attacking other gamers in a competitive environment?
They don't. I
it's
did
like,
watch a
no,
couple of those news things before I stopped.
I
and
just make up
like,
whatever they want.
And
Yeah.
it's just like, and that day the video game was real, and it's just like stuff like that, and it's just like it wasn't
And
a digital.
I wish so much they would
you know?
use that shot where I'm like,
Yeah.
turn around, just like.
So I mean, me and James obviously we're not going to be like, yeah, it's gamers attacking other gamers, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's totally messed up. I'm playing Call of Duty, and all of a sudden I'm getting swatted.
Yeah.
What? Like we were always just kind of like, no, this is just people are fucked up. That's the way the
Yeah.
world is. And they're like, no, we didn't really like that spin on the story, so we're just
It's
gonna
just
have
gamers. No, I think
clips
it's
of
just
Jordan
people.
being like, yeah, it was a scary experience. Jordan didn't know what was happening to him.
Yeah.
Like swatting is a common
Yeah,
occurrence.
out of everything that sucked out of that whole thing, that was probably the funniest. Like the good kind of enjoyment that came out of it was experiencing those two, like the people that like you can just imagine the grind they're always on because it's like
poor
they've done
people.
it a million times. They
Those
just
poor
kind of
sleeper
walked
agents.
in and set up. Yeah, the sleeper agents.
Your
at
story was
ABC.
actually like a viral news story. Like other networks picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is even cooler because it wasn't like a local story like Bear like it attacks man. It was like all over
We
spread.
made international news.
Really international. Even
International.
that's pretty cool.
Bevan was talking about how his dad saw a news thing on the BBC about us.
Yep, it was
That was
everywhere.
insane.
Professional Counter-Strike gamer Kutra.
Oh yeah, that's my
Kutera.
favorite.
Cloud9 team member Kutra.
TSM Kutera.
TSM.
Well, it's like that guy when we were walking back into the office. He's like, "Excuse, and do you know who Krucher is?"
That guy was thirsty.
That guy was super thirsty. Here's a guy with a camera and a microphone walking around.
Everyone was thirsty in that. Like all the news reporters were so thirsty in that.
Like, get his name right, and maybe I'll say yes.
Krucher?
Come back later.
Anyway,
Yeah.
What?
James's tell-all book. We'll one day talk about it.
I can only shake my head in disappointment.
All right. Well, anyway, GTA 5. I'm excited for the PC version because that's going to have the video editor that I used to love to dick around.
Will it?
In GTA 4? Yes, they had said it will. But that doesn't come out until January.
Hopefully, it's better.
Even
If
if
that
it's-
was the GTA 4 one was pretty bad.
I learned how to use it really well.
I know, but you have to learn all the quirks of it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was really weird.
I'm sure there will
if they
still be
set up
quirks, but
something
if it's
like-
better,
if they can get like a SFM type interface.
It's been like 6 years since GTA 4.
6 years.
So on the PC. So it has to be better.
Need a manicure?
A little bit, maybe a
I got
tiny
a place. I
bit.
got a place.
I just hope it wasn't thrown together like an afterthought. Like, just
Yeah,
toss
we'll
that
see.
in there.
We'll see once again.
Have to wait for
I
January.
had already talked about Kevin coming at the beginning. but
Kevin's coming.
Kevin's coming on
Kevin's
Monday.
coming.
Kevin's
For
coming.
Pretty
He'll
good.
Be out here.
Kevin's coming on Monday, and Monday only.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. In Compton.
Nice. In Compton.
Compton.
Kevin coming in Compton on Monday.
Something along they had BlizzCon not too long ago, correct?
Yep, first day of BlizzCon.
First day of BlizzCon, they announced the brand new, hailed as a TF2-like shooter called Overwatch.
I saw people jizzing about it on Twitter. I
know much
haven't
about
seen
it.
So
anything.
it's
a
their
lot of-
first new IP in like over 10 years.
Oh, that's why. Okay. so I can
10
see
years.
why.
That's why, yeah.
They were sticking
Probably
to their
more like
guns.
17 though.
Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say why Hearthstone, but that's related to WoW and stuff. Yeah.
What about
Yeah, I mean-
StarCraft 2?
What about Diablo 3?
Says guy who doesn't understand what IP means.
Diablo 3.
Not me.
You mean IP address?
Yeah.
Talking about
yeah,
IP,
that's pretty
IP
much what
address.
that means.
I have a static IP address. That doesn't change much.
Yeah, so that was announced during like. See, what Blizzard did is that they had BlizzCon, and they also had the BlizzCon virtual ticket, so you could like pay to watch live streams from BlizzCon. But they had the opening ceremony, so you could. They just kind of showed off a bunch of stuff, and I think at the end that was revealed was Overwatch. So I don't know if you guys saw anything about it.
I saw a little bit of the teaser. I
Little
didn't
bit
really
of it.
watch it though.
All right. I mean, so it's a first-person shooter, very similar. People compare to TF2 in terms of like classes and class abilities. 2 game modes were revealed. It's like payload and what was it? Capture the flag.
It's like resting on top of my laptop.
You just seriously threw your
Hit the
can at your
laptop.
laptop.
I was hoping it would go
Anyway,
into like the little.
So yeah, it's. I mean, it looks interesting.
What's the art style?
It's very
TF2-y.
cartoony. It's pretty.
Oh, it's cartoony. Okay,
Yeah, it's
figured
pretty cartoony.
I figured to set itself apart, it would be. different.
So a few things. People are actually kind of the joke around it is that like Valve stole Dota. So
they're stealing.
yeah,
TF2.
so they're stealing TF2.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's kind of a funny little meme. But actually, what I did was I decided to take like the trailer compositions, and they actually made like a really good like promotional video that looked like a Pixar film pretty much to like promote it. And so I took clips from that, and I made this together kind of like a not more so a parody, but like kind of like a satirical kind of take on it, where I like put in like a bunch of like TF2 footage and just like revamped it. And I spent like a few hours editing it, like putting together a bunch of these clips to sort of make it kind of funny, because you know I thought it was kind of funny myself. But yesterday I found out that the video was banned worldwide. Blizzard decided that they were not having the video
They didn't like
be
it.
up on YouTube,
They didn't
where
like
I
it.
criticize and make fun of their game. So they
More so make fun of.
it was mostly making fun of it, because I mean it was just. I mean, the very first person they showed was a dude making a sentry, like with sentry upgrades. Like, come on, like you can't.
Spy sapping my sentry.
So
Zapping my turret.
I mean, people are obviously going to play it because it's a Blizzard game, but Blizzard has been kind of just like making games to like try to compete.
What's the name of their MOBA?
Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm. That's what.
So that came out recently. Obviously, Hearthstone is just like a card game.
That's
and
probably
then you
made
have this
them
game.
as much money as
Yeah,
WoW
Hearthstone made
has.
them a lot of money, and then now that they come out with this as like a FPS, so I don't know. It's kind of skeptical about it, but most people will play it. I mean, again, it looks a little bit interesting, but I thought it was kind of funny that they they didn't like the bad PR on their game.
Yeah,
But I
most,
think I made
most game
valid
companies
points.
don't like bad PR. So
I think most people don't like bad PR.
most people don't like bad PR. I'd say that's true.
I think
I'd say
the,
that's
the
true.
creature intern is talking about using fart spray before the end of this thing.
How can he scheme to like prank us in our own chat when we're streaming and looking at
Well,
it?
and
That'd
I'm
be
only
pretty
using
messed up.
context clues because I didn't see specifically that, but people were saying like, "But that was Kevin, but he's not there. Just blame it on Kevin." And then I saw Kevin's retaliation, and then he said Kevin's retaliation. So,
I don't know what's going on.
Can someone go secure that really quick?
well, I would say that if you want some job security, he wouldn't be doing
Oh,
that.
if you want some jobs here, you darn sure better not doing that.
You know, Joe, when he was like doodling on the tablet and everything, like he was drawing something that required to examine the fart spray, and I just got him to smell it for like I didn't spray it, but I was just like I took the cap off and I was like smell it, and he was like oh, and after that he was like I can't even think after that. Like after a minute, he was like I need to eat a banana. Just
Oh,
to,
it.
need to get a banana.
you need to eat a banana just
to regain a sense of like motor function.
strength.
The banana, like he feeds on
It
them,
rattles
literally
your
and
brain.
He
figuratively.
needed some energy, but yeah.
Darn sure rattles your brain. But yeah, so that's Overwatch. Should be interesting to see where that goes. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean the beta should be coming out pretty soon because they have a functional build that's obviously playable because they had a playable BlizzCon. So at some point it'll be coming out. I'll probably look into it, see if I can find some funny memes in it. Record it, make some more money.
Test your luck again?
Money themes, I actually said. Yeah, test my luck again. See how that
Blizzard,
goes over.
See if they don't ban it
I'm
worldwide
gonna
again.
flag my channel.
Anything like
they
They
blacklisted
pull
me.
some YouTube
Blacklist.
strings and just wreck you completely.
Rip.
Well, that's that. Speaking of Blizzard, though, I've heard they launched a new expansion or something of World of Warcraft.
The expansion came out.
Draenor, right?
Something like that, and I've heard nothing but complaints about some sort of queue waits of some such.
server issues.
So, like, WoW has kind of been on a decline since like 2 expansions ago, and this last one wasn't like that great either for them. But well, actually, the one before this one was all right, but
Mr. Pandaria?
no, Cataclysm was all right,
Oh,
and then
okay.
Mr. Pandaria was like meh. But they pretty much had like their queue like 3 hours on certain servers, and so what they pretty much stated like we anticipated and we over anticipated for launch, but it went well and beyond what we over anticipated. So they pretty much too many people like bought Warlords of Draenor to play it. And so there was like lots of servers had like 3,000, 4,000 people queued up, and pretty much the way it works is like when a person leaves, then a person gets in. But some servers people were doing it where like they wouldn't leave, they just like AFK, and then they'd like play a program that makes it so they don't get logged
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yes,
So
they
they would
walk
secure
like
their
every-
spot, and so you have all these people that are trying to get in. And then the big servers, they're all trying to level at the same time. So you're doing quests in the same area, and so it'll be like 60 people trying to do this one quest where you have to talk to one guy, kill one thing, and it would take like a long ass time to just go from A to B. And so what some people have done is they like you can buy a transfer. So they've transferred their characters over to like a low population server just so they could level and play the game without having to wait for the queue. And that costs like $40 or so to do it. So
I think that's part of Blizzard's grand
Sounds
plan
like the
right
grand
there.
plan all
I don't think
along.
it's not the grand plan. I just think they didn't anticipate it, which I think this was a kind of a cool release. I've already hit 100 because I'm a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fun. I'm pretty
I'm,
excited for it.
Level 4, maybe.
Level 4.
my whole
that's,
career of-
That's pretty good.
I think
Level 4.
I think I did
got the
0 hours played.
I did the
my career.
48
0
hours,
hours
free.
played.
I did about an hour, and I don't think I leveled up.
I
that
think
possible?
I think I got a few levels.
I tried to navigate the machinima possibilities because I saw people had made
I mean,
machinima.
they have
seen a
like
lot of
like
WoW
world map
machinimas.
viewer and like the character program where you could just like
I think that's what
record the
most
game
people
without
would do.
playing
that.
it, you know?
That
Yeah.
Most people would green screen them
Yeah.
and like throw them in.
A lot of the
stuff.
machinimas I saw were that, but
Yeah.
I didn't know how that worked back then.
Wow. Fantastic. That's World of Warcraft. That's Overwatch. That's Blizzard. Brink
That's all-
table.
that's all of our
Blizzard
That's all the
segments.
topics. So
all the
unless there's
topics.
like anything that I mean, let me take a quick gander at the time, really quick. You guys can talk about stuff.
What have you guys been up to lately?
Oh yeah, we didn't have
Nothing.
what are we up to on there. Usually that's a topic.
Then start talking, Dan.
Oh, is it going to me first?
Yeah,
Usually,
what have you been up to, Dan?
what have I been up to? I got to interview one of my favorite actors.
Ah, Will Smith.
Absolutely,
Jaden Smith.
Yeah, Will wasn't available.
I loved him in The Pursuit of Happiness.
I loved him in
Will or
After
Jaden?
Earth.
Oh shit, which one was it?
They were both in it.
Who's who?
I
What,
got
did
to
they switch him out? Really?
No. Will played the dad and Jaden played the son
Yeah.
in the movie.
Oh, I thought you said Willow.
Willow and Jaden played the same
yeah, I was
character.
like, what?
like
was like, what?
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen in fucking Full House.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
Whoa.
I don't even know if they don't even like look that much alike.
No, they don't.
I mean, they have like both baby features. Like,
Anyway, I remember talking about that on Creature Talk when that song came out. That was like 3 or 4 years
Can you
ago.
get on with
Anyway.
what you're talking about?
I got to interview Doug Jones. He played Abe Sapien in Hellboy. And
The fish guy.
He was
The
the,
fish
moon
guy.
guy in the McDonald's commercial.
He was the moon guy in the
Yeah.
McDonald's commercial that ran in the 80s. I
was
didn't
my
even know
favorite.
that until the interview.
I didn't know that either.
But I edited it in there. I
good.
got to interview them. Interview Doug and the director of a project called. It's like a remake of Nosferatu that they're doing a Kickstarter for. That I'm backing, and I don't know if they're gonna make it though. I feel like it's not gonna make it because they're almost halfway to 60,000 is their total, and they've been doing it for I think 20 something days at this point, and they only have like 19 days left or
Gonna need a
22 days
strong
left or
push.
something like that. Yeah, I mean I've helped them as much as I can at this point, so I don't know what else I can't really do much. So they're gonna need something to come out of nowhere for that. But it seems like a really cool project, and it was really cool talking to them because he was. Have any of you guys seen Pan's Labyrinth?
No.
No, I've seen the pictures of him in that though.
Yeah, he was
that
he was the
Yeah.
hands dude. He
Yeah,
was the
yeah,
hands
I remember
dude.
that.
Hands.
So like
dude.
during
That
the
was a
interview,
fucked up scene.
during
Stuff's mad spooky.
during the interview, he did like the like thing, and I was like,
The nervous
Gave you a
laugh.
giggle, mate.
yeah.
Giggle.
But
Nice.
Jordan came in at one point
Oh,
during
yeah.
the interview, like during
It's like,
it,
one second, I gotta grab this.
Yeah, like Jordan opened the door and was like, Dana, I need the camera. I'm like, Jordan, I grabbed the camera, and he's like, I also need the tripod, which is behind my monitor. There's a tripod in here. I don't know why you didn't come in here for the tripod.
There's a tripod.
I don't want that
so
tripod.
he then, I couldn't reach it because I was behind my microphone and everything, so Jordan had to come through
They're laughing at me.
mid-interview.
They were
I
laughing
included
at
it in
me.
the after the
The
credits
guy from the
part, but-
McDonald's commercial laughed at you.
I was about to ask about Ron Perlman.
Ooh.
One of my favorite actors.
Ron the
That's
Jaw
true.
Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman is awesome.
Liked you in Hellboy.
But
I liked his jaw.
Yeah, it's a pretty good job.
So I got to interview him, and that was really cool. And the director of the project, who was also a really cool dude. He actually worked for Sega, like when the Genesis was out, and he worked on the port for Doom to the Genesis, and also on Sonic, one of the Sonic games. It's like, that's neat.
Stanek.
But other than that, I finished Skyrim. Well, at least I didn't finish Skyrim. I beat the main campaign. What are you doing, Jordan?
Don't pay attention. Just talk.
Okay. Well, I'm looking straight ahead, looking at you make a face. Anyway, yeah, I beat. I came to part 200 of Danzikeen Daily, and I finished the main storyline. So it's not going to be daily anymore. It's going to move to a weekly format. That's probably
That's a keen weekly.
Danzikeen Weekly, like 40 minutes to an hour. And other than that, I'm trying to catch up on Five Nights at Freddy's because when we did the stream, I played the first 4 nights on your account, and Jordan, and so I have to go through and get back to night 4 to continue my recording of it.
Rip in peace.
And then Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out, so I'm going to be behind on that too. But I don't know, it's a fun game. Like I'd never really taken it seriously and played it until the stream, and I was like, oh, that's pretty fun. But I got through the first 3 nights no problem. Going back and trying to catch up, I've fucked up so many times. So one day. But what are you up to?
Was a awkward pause there.
Yeah, I know. I was
It
trying
was
to
like
read comments. Somebody said
instilled
I wear small. I need to wear small
Well,
shirts
you,
to show
you
off my
ended
muscles.
the sentence on like not a proposition.
Preposition.
Yeah, preposition.
Proposition.
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 You're not supposed to end it in a
I know
preposition.
2 languages, so it's whatever.
You're not supposed to end it in a preposition, though.
Doesn't matter. This isn't like
You ended it on
formal
but,
English anyway.
and
but.
then you said but, and then you turned away and
Well,
looked.
that's why it's
And then you're like,
less
so-
less like more so a written out thing and more so like a
I think I
spoken
pictured
thing.
3 dots after the but.
Oh, okay.
but
That's how I
Pictured
read it,
80
though.
dots.
so I was like, okay.
Dot, 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 dot.
Well, the new WoW came out, and so I was major WoW hype.
Loser.
Do you record that at all?
No, I can't. I can't record that. I can't record that.
Probably get shut down by Blizzard anyway.
Yeah, that's true. They
this
blacklisted-
point, yeah,
they
yeah, you're
blacklisted my WoW
blacklisted. You're
content.
Blacklisted, so
I just can't record it because it's like I don't know what I'd do for it. Like if I was just like, hey guys, I'm doing quests right now.
Yeah, how do you
and,
commentate it?
Hey, you know, this questing really sucks sometimes. Like,
Is there a lot to react to?
I mean, the storyline, but I'm not big on the storyline.
Yeah.
This one's just like, hey, we're going back in time, everybody. So it's whatever. So no, I just kind of play it off to just relax, kind of. But the new Counter-Strike operation came out, which is pretty much like new cases, new skins, like new missions and new maps, which is really neat. New maps look really cool. I play a little bit of those. The missions now are like you actually get like it's kind of like quests, I guess you can call them. It'll tell you like, you know, before you could get the operations and they were kind of like randomly given to you and you could just do them as you get them. But now it's like you buy the pack and it's like, okay, this is your tree line of operations that you have to do, and like one of them I had to do is like you had to kill like 20 chickens in deathmatch or something. So people were like,
Yeah, it was like a
I
COD
just did
achievement.
that.
yeah, people were like running around the first day like
That
"What
was
the-"
a COD
They're
achievement.
like,
killing so many chickens in the second one, Modern Warfare 2.
Kill chickens?
It's an achievement.
I don't remember
believe.
that one.
I don't remember that one either.
And which
Pretty sure
one?
it was an
4?
achievement. Modern Warfare 2.
2?
Pretty sure there was
Pretty
an
sure there were
achievement
chickens.
for
It's kind of funny
knifing
because
chickens
it's like
in the
team
cages.
deathmatch, and like you see people running around like, has anyone seen any chickens? Is there any chickens?
That's what I was doing. I did that one yesterday. I skipped a
Stop
few
killing
days
me.
for the
I'm
operation.
trying to kill the chickens.
I
Stop
come
killing
back
me.
and the first one's like kill chickens, and I'm running in. I'm like looking on the. My gun's on the ground. Like okay,
So you have to
And
kind of kill chickens.
it was stupid because
Kill
the first
chickens.
map that I got set on was the one in the sports arena and like the workout place and yeah. So I was walking around that. I was like, "There's not going to be any chickens here," and I was like, "There's a bunch of stupid chickens sitting in the hot tub right now."
guns them all down.
Kill
It's
all
just
those chickens.
it's funny to see the people running around like because they panic and they start
Favela, Colonel Sanders achievement.
ah.
I think it was a
Favela,
grenade.
Favela.
I think it was a
You
grenade.
know, there's chickens on
You had to
that
kill
thing.
somebody
Oh,
with
yeah,
a
no,
good
remember
grenade.
there was like a area where the market was, and there
Yeah,
was
and they have
chickens
baskets.
and-
They not baskets. Cages.
I thought
Little
that was
chicken
on
cages.
Karachi.
Oh yeah,
is it?
it might have been on Karachi.
Yeah,
I
it was
know there
Karachi.
was some. I think there was chickens on
well,
Karachi.
Favela had chickens though too.
Did they?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I hated Favela.
I remember I
so.
just threw a grenade one time, and it's like achievement because you
Yeah.
threw it right in the market center, and
Yeah,
like,
you have
all
to
the
kill
chickens
somebody
blow
at
up
one
in the middle.
time. So it was a grenade thing. Not
I
a
only
knifing
knew Favela as MLC Central.
thing.
So
So I was right. Haha, my memory serves me well.
good old marathon
But-
lightweight commando.
Yeah.
Beautiful perk set up there. So I never played Favela. I hated
So yeah,
Favela.
Brokevember's coming in hot. I mean, some people are kind of upset we didn't talk about Dragon Age Inquisition, but I mean,
Who plays
it
Dragon
hasn't
Age?
actually
I played-
come out.
I
Yeah, I
played
don't even
it.
think it's out yet.
It's
You
not
played
out
it?
I
yet.
played 5 hours of it.
Do you have that EA access thing?
What? What's that?
I thought you could like get EA access, and then they gave you like the first 3 or 6 hours of the campaign to like try out. I swear there was something like that.
No.
If you signed up for EA access, you could get like a long demo of Dragon Age Inquisition or whatever the fuck
Is
it's
that
called
like
for,
their way of battling Steam or some shit? Like, isn't
This is
that
for like
what they're-
Xbox too. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere that you could get like access to a good chunk of the beginning of the game. You could play it. You had to like have EA access, or you had to like pre-order it or something, and then like whatever you did in that time, you got to keep like for the release. Waiting for some confirmation.
Is this the third? Well, keep an eye on the chat.
Yeah.
Is this the third Dragon Age game?
Yes.
think
What was the second one? Bloodlines or something
Just
like that?
Dragon Age
Dragon
2.
Age 2.
I don't know if it
Was
had
there
any-
one called Bloodline?
Blood Origins or something like that?
I don't
No, Blood Dragon
Blood Dragon.
was the name of the armor.
There was a
you could get.
DLC though.
the Blood
Maybe that
Dragon.
was the DLC name.
Because
a
like
few
Mass
DLCs
Effect
for
had
it.
Blood Dragon armor.
Okay.
That's all I can.
No,
think
it's
of,
like
though.
it's Dragon Age 2 Origins. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I remember there was an Origin somewhere or something like that. Who knows? No one.
Dragon Age
Actually-
Origins was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Dragon
one.
Age
I mean,
2.
that's actually the only one I played.
I don't even remember. It's
I,
been
well,
so long.
no, I played two. Yeah, I was. It was. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I played 3. Right, 3 came out. The 3 come out.
Inquisition is 3.
Inquisition is 3.
There's
So
a third one in this. I don't know if it's like chronologically the same, but
which one's the one with like the fucking like Ghost Realm?
I don't know.
I don't
never
remember.
played any of the other
I
ones.
just
I
remember-
want to
Ones?
play
Oh,
1 and
okay.
2 before Inquisition.
I remember
think
one
I-
is really slow.
Yeah, it's like
One is super
KOTOR.
slow, yeah.
It's KOTOR
But it's
style
cool
fighting.
because you have different like you got like the dwarf zone and stuff, which was really cool.
dwarf zone?
Yeah, you go down into like the dwarf city underground, and you get to like chill out with the
Moria?
dwarf bros. I
Dwarf
guess
Bros,
yeah.
yeah.
I just
But,
remember the Dragon Age trailer that had that, you know, to the left, to the right, to the fight, to the end, to the earth, to the earth. It's a strange new or brand
is it,
new
30
world.
Seconds to Mars?
Stranger
Yeah, it's a
Brave New
brave
World.
new world. Oh. It was like a Blur trailer. It's pretty good. That's
I don't remember
accurate
shit about
representation.
any of these games. Come
is
to
that
think
where
of
he's
it.
like fighting the dude at the entrance of like the castle?
It might end there, but it's a part where they're like running on the side of the cliff, and it's like a kind of a pathway, and they're like just knocking people down the
Yeah,
mountain.
okay, yeah, it was nothing like the actual game then.
No,
Pretty
it was a
usual.
Blur trailer. I do remember that one that you're talking about, though. I think that was a separate trailer. I think that was for 2, maybe.
Yeah,
Who the fuck knows?
I'm trying to remember. Obviously not very memorable.
For one I played of Inquisition, it was fun though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I saw your animal killing montage.
Yeah, I killed a bunch of animals.
Nice.
I got like they had us in the same area, and I was like the only one that went around and like beat everything. Where everyone was taking their time with a lot of stuff, I just went around and just like rocketed through like the side missions. By the end, the only thing I had to do was either kill animals or kill the dragon. But it would have taken like 2 hours because one guy actually sat there and killed the dragon. He sat there for almost an hour and a half just shooting the dragon.
What the fuck?
He would like because it was super over leveled anything you could like fight. So he'd like sit there and like peek up and then run behind the rock for like a scripted sequence, jump back up. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Anyway, I just killed a bunch
What
of
the
those
fuck?
stupid goat things and rabbit things. So yeah. Anyway, what were you on again?
I was just
He
saying.
was just saying
World of Warcraft.
the November-a-thon
Okay.
of games. What else is
okay.
coming out in November? Far Cry.
We got Far Cry. I
You
think
got Dragon
Age,
Age.
right? That comes out.
That it?
I think some other
You're
stuff
making it
comes
seem
out.
like there
I
was a
think
lot more.
Smash.
Well, I mean, a lot
Smash
has
Smash
come
comes out.
out.
Brothers.
Like
Smash
already,
comes out in November.
Call of Duty has come out.
Call of Duty's already come
WoD
out.
has come out. I mean, the big things have come out. Obviously, Halo 5 pushed their release to December.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, they just scheduled their release for that, but I think they just didn't want to, dick around in November. GTA 5 is that coming out this month?
That's coming out this month.
So you have that.
For the next gen and then PC
You
in
have
January.
Black Friday coming up,
Ooh, good old Black Friday.
Oh god.
and people obviously like there's going to be deals for that for whatever. People are going
That's
to get
like the
trampled.
Steam sale
God,
of
I
IRL.
swear.
With a bunch
Fallout
of
4.
crazies.
Yep, Fallout 4 definitely.
God.
Smash
that's
4 is
stupid.
December.
December.
Or is
It's
January?
December? I thought it was the end of November.
Is it the end of November?
I thought.
I thought it
Maybe
was
it is
December.
I thought it was like 20
Pokemon.
something.
People were saying Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon.
Evolve? Is that this
Oh
week?
yeah, I
That's
saw it
like-
like
no,
Sapphire,
not
That's
Ruby, and
bumped
It's the
into,
remake.
like February.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, that's Evolve's like 2015. Little Big Planet 3. I mean, I mean that's November's always been a month of just like all major AAA titles all
Everything
coming out at the
comes
same
out.
time. So yeah, there's a few games that are obviously coming out just randomly here and there. Yeah, November 21st is Smash. So you got that too.
I'm trying to check.
Everyone's gonna be broke.
My mobile is garbage.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get Smash 4. It's gonna be the next party game for everybody. Every house party will have
No one
Smash
cares
4.
about that garbage.
It's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up, Jordan.
I'm kidding.
That's,
It was pretty
no, it's
fun.
kind of messed up that you said that.
It's pretty
I
fun.
don't know what else really comes out.
See, even Seamus is stumped about what comes out.
I
Seamus,
tried to
ready
check
for it?
on my Amazon.
Are you ready
but-
for it though,
No.
Seamus?
No.
I'm fine. Next 2 games I'm probably getting are GTA 5 in January for the PC, and then like Arkham Knight when it comes out
Is GTA 5 in January?
for the PC.
Oh, is it?
PC's getting released later.
Okay.
It's coming out on Xbox One and PS4 this month.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I don't know why it's till next year, but maybe the tweaks and stuff like that. Maybe they're working on the video editor. I'd love for that to be the case.
Lots of hype.
Lots of hype.
What about you, Shamus?
I've been
What have you been up to? Everybody's curious about it.
enjoying the new releases.
Yeah.
Having fun with them.
Everyone told me you're in the hospital, so I actually visited the hospital down the road like 5 times. I couldn't find you. So.
Oh, well, yeah, I was kind of in and out there. I was being admitted. And then
It's right near the hospital where James is on vacation.
I would
right now.
escape for a
yeah,
little
that's
bit.
right, that's right.
I would get out, and then the doctors and nurses have to wrangle me back in. And then, so that's why you might not have been able to see
Okay,
me.
that was it. Yeah, because I read the comments and people were saying you're in the hospital. So
No, it's
I don't know,
insane
like,
asylum.
You know,
They said I was in the
naturally
hospital.
I believed exactly
What was I in the
they
hospital
said.
with? Was it the insane asylum? That's
leprosy.
It's more believable.
Leprosy, I think it was.
Leprechauncy.
Yeah.
Leprechauncy, yes.
Leprechauncy. the
My
new,
Irish heritage
The
caught up
bad
to me
luck
there.
of the Irish.
That genetic Irish disorder.
You're going to be shrinking very soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on my way down to 4 feet nothing here in a little bit. Everyone already thinks I'm like 4'5" anyway, so I only got 5 inches to go.
You're almost
But,
there.
Hey, your voice is getting higher in pitch, I noticed, too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Has it?
Yeah.
Little Irish accent starting to work its way in there.
I'm
Yeah,
shrinking.
I thought you were just huffing a lot more helium than usual.
I'm shrinking. Well, I do like to huff helium, but I don't know. Maybe it's all just catching up to me.
Yeah.
My
As it
Guinness
does.
bladder and Guinness liver. They're all just gonna have
You start
cirrhosis
peeing
soon.
Bailey's soon.
It just comes out Bailey's.
Yeah.
Why do you think that bottle is still in there? We've had that bottle for
shit.
months.
Oh man, yeah.
He's
we've
being
been-
Alex
refilling
had
it.
a whole big cup of it the other day. It was
It's pretty nice.
brewing in there for a while. It's pretty good.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good
What would
session.
happen if you mix Bailey's and Red Bull?
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds
sounds
kind of weird.
disgusting.
No,
And
It's-
energy drink and a milky alcohol.
Like,
You don't know until you,
cream
you taste
alcohol?
it though. It sounds interesting.
you should try it.
That's like
you
putting
should
Red
try it
Bull
right
in-
after this, Jordan.
I don't
you don't
think
have to
it'll be
drive home
good.
anytime soon, do you?
Well, I mean,
in the
Ew,
snow.
but-
George
It's
is
only
gonna be like,
snowing heavily outside. I think I could
if
handle
they
a
see me
drink before I
swerving,
hit
I'll just tell them it's the
No.
snow that's causing
They
it.
see me
snow.
swerving.
Don't drink and
They
drive,
hating.
children. Actually, if you're children, you probably
Oh,
shouldn't
Binding
drink.
of Isaac.
You shouldn't be
Beautiful.
drinking or driving if you're a child.
Binding of Isaac remix came out.
Yeah, I seen a bit of it. It's actually pretty funny because like there's a few like different
Reborn
mechanics
or
to
whatever.
it, and there's people that have played the game for thousands of hours at this point.
Yeah, there's some really.
And, like there's one thing where like in the old one when you go through a doorway, there's a little like freeze and then you're in the next room, but now there's no freeze. So all these like pro runners are just like running into a room and just like running out the other side, like running into random bullshit because they're just so used to just that little freeze. It's kind of funny to watch.
It's like that muscle memory where you want to keep.
yeah,
rolling
exactly.
over.
So
You just get so accustomed.
he looks
to
really
it.
nice though. It looks really good. Like and they've added a bunch of stuff to it. So
I've never really played
pretty
the
neat.
original. I really don't know
I
what it's
played
about.
a little bit of it, like up to like the first, like I guess mom boss.
I know
But
some people are really heavily into it.
yeah, definitely. There's a big hype. It kind of just weirded me out a bit, like that game, just like because like the premise of it, or like you're like some like fetus baby.
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
kinda
running
weird.
around and like
Pretty fucked
shit,
up.
and like your mom's like trying. I don't know.
I don't know
It's
what's
just-
kill
going on.
you.
Yeah, and you're like
Stomp on
inside
you.
her like womb. That's like I don't know what the fuck is ever going on. It kind of messes you up a little bit. I think some people
A
just
little
kinda, like,
trauma at the end.
they don't. That's not a process. To them.
Yeah, it's
like,
just a video game.
Hey, it's a video game.
But if you try to analyze some of the shit in that game, it's just like that's pretty fucked up.
it's pretty dark.
It's pretty dark and dreary.
But
So yeah, what about you?
Been enjoying some of the new releases. The
New
weather,
releases.
our weather went from about 70 degrees to
0 to
negative
100
5.
real quick.
a low of -5.
We had -5 the other day.
I like it.
I'm used to like weather like that in Chicago, where we get like that Arctic polar bullshit
We
wind.
haven't
Not
seen
here,
that
though.
This is
like-
the coldest it's ever been.
Like
here.
the 2 degrees the other day was the coldest it's probably going to get for this entire.
You
It
get
was,
to
it was in the
-5.
negatives. Yeah,
Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
-5. It was negative.
Like that's the
than that.
coldest it's ever been while I've been
Yeah,
here.
we're sitting in-
and
sitting
Joe
in
was visiting
Chicago.
right then. Like Joe came
Yeah.
when it was like
It's
first
usually
snow.
not like that.
Sitting
And I
in
was like, Joe,
Chicago,
it's not
you get
usually.
you get those Canadian drafts. And
Yeah, you
Lake
get the
Michigan
whole, like,
drafts.
There was a big cold front. Yeah.
So you get like -50.
It was a
shit up
high
there.
of 9 and a low of -2 the other day. That was the day I think it hit -5.
I thought I was in like Massachusetts again when I was pumping gas. That because I had to go out in the morning and do it, and I'm like, fuck. Like
Massachusetts
Your hand
was
is
the
just like,
worst
fuck this.
because of the humidity that added to it. So it's like a really biting, bitter cold. that's-
Sounds like
yeah,
Chicago.
I kind of forgot how temperatures work today. And I've been wearing, like, I usually, like, last year I bought an extra jacket to put over my hoodie. And then this year I bought a nicer jacket to put over my hoodie. So I have a hoodie and my nice jacket. And this morning I woke up and I look at my phone. I'm like, oh, it's 20 degrees. It's been like 5 degrees these last
What
few
a
days.
heat wave.
I'm just gonna wear just my hoodie today. That was the biggest mistake I've ever made.
I wear like thermals when it's too cold.
Yeah, exactly.
I got those going for
New
me.
Englanders wear big coats and then shorts. That's how they pull stuff off.
I think everyone knew that
I
kid
lived
like
in
in high
Minnesota.
school that would always show up in just like shorts.
That was
the
me.
fuck are
When,
you
it,
doing?
when it would get like 40 or 50, like people would be in North Carolina. People would be wearing like
Talking about, like-
heavy winter clothing. But I grew up in New York, so it's just like I would show up in short sleeve
Talking about
t-shirt.
like 15, 20 degrees
Oh,
snow,
yeah,
and
that's
some
nuts.
dude's wearing shorts
Yeah.
for like no reason, just to wear shorts. Like, I
It
guess-
wasn't uncommon in Minnesota when we were all out. Like it got to negative 40 on a regular basis
I'm not
during the
surprised.
winter.
What a great state.
It wasn't uncommon for like January temps to be like around 2 or 3 degrees, and we'd be out in the playground before school because they sent us out there for
30
some reason.
kids get
and then they
stuck
would
on
come
the
back at the end of the playground and they'd be like,
No, I'd say more so about 40% of the kids didn't have jackets on.
Yeah.
Like
20 kids had their
there's,
tongues
like, a
stuck to,
lot
like,
of-
metal
A lot
and-
of t-shirts and like
I
I
don't
always wore a
understand,
t-shirt.
because like I'd be out at my bus stop at regular time, and every snow day the bus would take like 15 minutes extra, so I'd be out there 15 minutes extra regardless, because the bus is slow as fuck that day, and it would be on the coldest days of the winter months.
Yeah.
That it would just be like, yeah, I'm a bus, I'm gonna take a little bit longer because it takes a little bit longer to start it.
Yeah.
That was terrible. You have a line of kids at the bus stop like,
I rode my bike to school.
I just want to be on a warm bus right now.
Year round, I rode my bike to school. Man, I ate some shit on black ice some days. Like, I knew it was gonna be a bad day when I like opened my garage and like started to go out of my driveway, and I went to turn and I ate shit right into the street, and I still had the whole journey ahead of me. It was one time my bike
that's a
chain
mood
broke.
setting incident right there.
My
It almost,
bike
like,
chain
that shit must
rusted and
wake
broke.
you up, because like I get on the I'm in the cold, right? And I get on the
Hypothermia
bus,
kicks in pretty
I get on
quick.
the bus and I'm like, oh, nice
His
warm
motor
bus.
function starts shutting down at some point.
But you're just like fucking like power manning through snow on a bike, and you get to school and you're like, I'm ready right now. I just fucking
I'm just like trooping it. And
I
getting,
just biked a mile on my bike, and I'm cold as fuck.
I get shit
five
on.
times.
I get shit on by every kid going to school because they're in a bus or a car and it's me on a
Just
bike.
driving by. Yeah.
Like,
So
goddamn.
wait, like, is that going to be a story you tell your grandchildren when you're older, and you just be like, back in my day, I would ride the bike through negative 10 degrees.
a transporter majigger over there, and I had to ride my bike in the freezing cold uphill both ways in negative 70-degree weather.
These days, you got your hoverboards and your motor
And your
scooters.
instant transporter over there.
You kids are lucky they made a global warming machine back in '95.
You're lucky we were so careless with the environment, so it's always 95 to 150
You've never
out
even
here.
seen snow, have you, you little shit?
We've only seen acid rain. Beautiful.
Anyway.
Wow.
What have you been up to, Jordan?
Well, I played AC, Unity.
Yep.
Shot
Blew through that.
Did a lot of.
You and I probably beat it
stuff
about
in
the same time then, because I beat it like yesterday or 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Probably beat it about a day apart then at most.
Yeah. No, I finished that.
I bulldozed through the rest of it. It's pretty
Still
cool.
doing my Skyrim stuff. I finished the Shadows of Mordor stuff. Haven't finished posting it. CS:GO unboxings, of course, always a fun
Those are
time.
always a good one.
I did.
Standard
I finally got around to Operation Breakout. I mean, Vanguard. Sorry.
You have to bring me in on one of those unboxings for that one then.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, it's one of those things where it's like, Seamus, you gave me probably the worst luck I've ever had in unboxing, but the
Oh,
best
cool.
luck,
I was replaced.
but the best luck ever in trade ups.
In my defense, I think I got his only purples and he just got straight blue. Like for
Yeah,
himself.
I think we only got 2 purples out of
and I got
all
both of the
blues.
purples.
Ooh.
You and I were lucky
was
charm for
real
James
bad.
when we did it on the
Yeah,
Halloween
James
stream.
just comes out spotless no
Why
matter
didn't we
what.
make those highlights? I forgot about that. We should have
I
done an
suggested
unboxing.
that.
I forgot about that.
That was my
There
suggestion.
was nothing really that crazy.
Oh, there
that we
was.
got.
It was funny though because you didn't get shit, but James actually got some decent things.
Yeah, there's some-
not anything amazing,
some
but
funny
it was
moments.
still a highlightable thing. I completely forgot about that though.
Oh, well.
But yeah, so I did the
Never mind.
Vanguard stuff. Had a few close calls. Oh, you'll see whenever it happens.
see.
It was all recorded, and I got one of Alex's coveted weapons that he had to trade up for.
Which one?
The Scar.
The score.
Spoilers.
You spoiled my episode.
I spoiled both of our episodes.
I meant, yeah, I meant
Has
more
yours
so
gone
spoilers
up?
for his.
no.
that's why I just said spoilers for him. But yours also hasn't.
I thought
gone
yours
up?
Mine's already up.
Okay.
I thought you were just spoiling for anyone that hasn't seen for mine, but he hasn't even uploaded his. Stupid Jordan.
Hey, it's not confirmed. It could be a scar from a different case.
Well, now it's confirmed though. You just,
After you just talked about the new cases, how
it's the one that you got, Alex.
it's the one that you got in your
anyway.
episode.
Not spoiled
It
though.
could be from a different case,
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
which makes no sense in
I
context.
made it a point not to do it right away because I felt that Gaben would really sense my desperate nature.
He can smell the desperation.
Like
though.
he would be able to smell it.
Okay, just so all jokes aside, do you think he's even aware? Do you think somebody might have brought this to his attention?
I think so.
Do you think
It's
so?
a conspiracy.
It depends on what role Gaben plays in the company at the moment.
Yeah.
Because there's the creative directors and then there's like the finance directors, right?
Gaben has no part in that company really
The
anymore.
business
He just
directors, I guess.
collects.
He just collects.
I
Wouldn't
mean,
it be funny if
he's
one of the
Team
interns or
Steam,
something
he's
like
just
that,
done.
one of his assistants or something like that was like, I heard from an intern that there's this guy who does like this gambling thing.
He has a gambling addiction.
And
because
it's
of your
like,
game.
and he talks about you all the time about how you're holding him back.
My dream
and
would be-
Was
not
TF2
actually.
was like the conception of the gambling?
Kind of. It wasn't quite the slot machine. Like you would open up, you'd pay $250.
You don't see them all
It had to start with
by.
hats.
It
It
just-
had to start with those fucking
The
hats.
hats started the marketplace.
Right.
That started the community marketplace. The fact
Right.
that they had hats and items in TF2, and then everyone's like, "Oh, this is so cool! I wish I could buy this." And they're like, how about we get people to do our job for us, and then we'll take a cut of every single sale and give them a
large
tiny
cut.
cut.
That
Yeah,
shit-
a large cut, and then give them a tiny cut.
That
they
shit
make
is
money.
so-
We make more money. All done.
Everyone's
for us.
making money.
Everyone's making
And
money.
Gaben's happy.
So they sit there and they sold hats, they sold items, blah blah blah. Then they started doing the crates with the keys. The crate drops. You open a crate and get from a list of items. It wasn't the slot machine though. It'd just be like 3, 2, 1 your thing.
Item.
So it's kind of like the FIFA card thing.
Okay.
I like the slot a little better.
I do like that the slot makes it that much
Get your
more
hopes
worse
up.
because you get to see the great stuff that goes by.
I like being disappointed. So.
I actually I had mentioned this on Twitter. I tried out one of those case simulators.
I watched you do this.
And it's pretty much an accurate depiction of case unopenings that it has like the same stats.
You said
like
realistic drop rates.
realistic drop rates, and it keeps track of how much money you spent compared to how much money you make back and all that stuff. I got 2 knives in about the first 10 boxes.
I saw both of them happen.
Yeah.
God damn.
And then the rest of the time, about 300 cases, all blues and purples.
In the simulator?
Yeah.
Just shows you the luck that can happen.
RNG is RNG. Like, it is what it is. Like, some days you feel real trolled. Some days you're like, luck of the gods.
Yeah, it's
And that's just the
it's
way-
horrible too. It's like there's probably only like 10% of the items you get out of it give you more like a better value than what you paid for the case. Like
What it is like as soon as you open the case, your items are already like you already have the item.
yeah, it just
the slot's just more of like maybe next time I'll get it.
yeah,
It's more just like
it's the reason why slot machines are so successful in Vegas.
Well, slot machines are also programmed to give you like a reward. At a certain point, you will win just to keep you coming back to spend more.
Yep.
It's kind of like a mental trigger, like, oh,
It's
I
like,
won.
oh, I won.
And you get that little euphoric rush of like winning, and then that's why you want to keep doing it
The
again.
odds of you actually
wow, I'm
winning
actually
big
up. I can
is
gamble away
pretty
all
small.
my. I can just go
Yeah.
until I reach my other. But yeah, it's just
Yeah.
gambling in general.
Jordan, could you die a happy man if you had the opportunity to do a case unboxing video with Gaben?
Yes. Oh man, that would
That'd
be
be pretty-
amazing.
that'd be pretty
Can you
amazing.
imagine having the one and only Gaben coming into this
I
office?
just picture him as like,
Going to it's just
well, when we initially released Half-Life 3,
Talks about Half-Life
yeah,
3.
just having Gaben next to me. It's
there
just
won't
to
be a
support
CSGO
me.
2, there won't be a Team Fortress 3. Fuck
man.
Dota.
Even though it's making
Case
me more
openings.
money than any other game I've. Oh man,
Yeah.
It's funny. You go in there and you see the top 3 games on Steam: Team Fortress 2, Counter Strike Global
Team Fortress
Offensive.
2 isn't up there.
It's not up there anymore. What happened? What's up there?
I mean, Dota 2.
Dota 2, Counter Strike are the
Counter-Strike
top
Go.
2, pretty much all the
and
time.
I mean, Team Fortress might be third.
Team Fortress 2,
but
yeah, that's why I said
it's-
top 3.
Its pop definitely dropped a lot. So, I mean, they have random games up there. They'll have like Payday.
Payday's
They
usually
might
up
have
there,
Daisy, maybe Magica, Civ. usually games that come out right away will have a good population.
So if I look up on my phone right now, what do you think will be the top 3 games on Steam?
Dota 2, CS:GO.
And number 3.
I'll say TF2.
You just argued the fact that
You because you used your like top 3 TF2 as like the first
mate.
one, like
No, Mike.
mate.
I'm interested to see.
There we go. There we
Go
go.
for it.
Loading.
Loading up here.
It's loading up. Oh, he's loading something else now.
Oh, Gmod. Yeah, I forgot about Gmod. Gmod. Mm-hmm.
Gee,
Oh,
man.
look at this. Dota 2.
Yeah.
800 and sorry, that's the peak. 341,000.
Yeah.
Counter Strike 162,000. TF2 65,000. Every single time.
Top 3.
That's the top 3. They've got
How much
locked
Gary's
down.
Mod?
Gary's Mod 4th, 43,000.
Yeah. I would have put that over TF2, but I guess I'm not really
You're
full
not as
skill.
skilled as I am at
Stats
determining the stats of Steam.
You put that as number 1.
But what is number
You
1?
said top 3 TF2.
I don't think he was ranking
Sorry, I
it.
was going from the bottom
Nah,
up.
no,
Or I was
no,
just
no,
saying
no,
it
no,
wasn't
I don't
in
know
any
about that.
particular
I
order.
think it was in
It was the
general.
top
about
3
that.
games.
These are the
I
3
don't know
games
about
you'll
that.
find in the
I don't
top
know
3.
about that, dog.
Oh my
I think I'm on
goodness.
his
Dog,
side.
I don't
here.
know about
Yeah,
that.
I think I'm on his
see,
side.
I don't know
Thank
about
you,
that.
Seamus. Thanks
You're
for getting my
welcome.
back. So
I don't know about
anyway, I've been playing a bunch of random crap, case and openings, blah 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 blah.
What I'll do,
blah.
I'll have a big live stream where I initiate everybody to come in and play Gary's Mod just to beat TF2 for that split second in time at like midnight.
And then more people
screen
play,
cap and
like-
show me,
and then I'll
right?
be like, Jordan, what do you think's top 3 right now? And you'll be like, Dota 2, CS:GO, and TF2. And I'm like, Jordan, you're wrong. Check right now.
More people start
Gary's
playing.
Mod is number 3.
And I'm like, Alex, it's still TF2. And you look on there.
More people
second.
would probably start playing TF2 just to spite him. Like TF2 would shoot up. Like hat sales triple just because of Alex trying to screw you over.
good old days when hats were only drops.
Not anymore.
They were only drops. Then they became craftable, and then they became
I remember
purchased.
good old days when there were just weapon drops.
Yeah, there were just weapon drops at the time.
TF2 sucks. Overwatch is where it's at. All right, well,
Well, that's all we got for today.
okay, guys.
Well, I wanted to kind of end it quick because Daniel coming in.
Yep.
Okay, quick, come in. We're gonna end it.
That's what I figured. I heard you talking loud.
Okay, bye, guys.
I had to pee over. I was gonna
Wow, that
black
was
out.
quick
I,
end.
well, it's like just about to hit over 2 hours, and it's gonna split the parts.
All right, bye, guys.
All right, see you
So-
later.
Bye, guys.
Thanks
See
for
ya.